Hawaiian shirts or something?
I did that.
I know you did, but nobody else did.
Fine.
In honor of Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will have a seat, and that way y'all can see me better. Welcome, everybody, to Trouble in Winterhold, session 5, sure, 5 or 6 or whatever it is. Thank you for joining those that are on live stream, and for those who have subscribed and stuff along that lines, I appreciate it. Just to let you know, we got a little bit of a contest going on for some product by Frog and Flute. And if you look at one of our earlier broadcasts, it'll go into more detail about all that. I won't belabor that point again for right now. You can. Go ahead and show them if you want. If you click subscribe, it is what? How many inches?
If you follow, it's 1, and if you subscribe, it's 2.
So you get entries in for this cool die roller map, which is really kind of cool. But it is a dice holder.
And the two pair of dice that are in it come with it.
And no, it won't take you to paradise.
But
it'll take you to a pair of dice. And that's right. Now we know what Ronnie did with the money his mom gave him for singing lessons.
Yeah, spin it on D&D
he went to
stuff.
CC. Yeah, he went to CC's Pizza. No.
Spin it on D&D stuff.
So yeah, and we got some really cool, different kinds of cool sets of dice. And thanks to Frog and Flute for sending this stuff in for our promotion. So appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, part 2 is shout out to all my Gygax friends and family who are celebrating a life well played of Gary Gygax, who 13 years passed as of this Thursday. To the family, my condolences. I understand how difficult it is when you lose a loved one, but for those who know D&D and understand that the co-creator of D&D and how inspirational he was to all of us, we play this game as a result of his hard work. And so here we are, we're playing, and we're celebrating his life well played, and amen. So anyway, go from that. We have our regular group back together again, so thanks to everybody for showing up. I hope Q and Kylene had a good... Did you go home, visit your mom?
Mom, my birthday.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday.
Happy
I
birthday.
forgot.
Why didn't you tell us that?
She's finally 21?
Forever. Immortalized.
Single was inadvertently... No, you meant it to be creepy. Never mind.
By the way, side note, if you're watching the stream and you cannot get a good audio, make sure you let us know, please, and we'll try to alter as we go along. It's something we try to monitor, but we're not spending as much time monitoring online as well. So who would like to do a recap for the people that were not here for last week to get a recap of what we did, what kind of cool things we did?
I could do it for you. Birthdays are...
For those who cannot necessarily see the person sitting immediately to my left, this is Zach Hopper, really good friend and gamer friend of mine from a long time ago, joined the Air Force and has now come back. But
we're always seated. There was never an opportunity for me.
Chance encounter brought Zach back into our lives again. He actually went to high school with St. Q down at the end of the table and my son. And it is great to have him here with us. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And he will be playing a protagonist tonight, or I should say an antagonist, depending on what he says. So
probably protagonist for him.
Maybe.
Yeah. For us, it'd definitely be an antagonist.
Brian, you care to do a recap for us? Or is that putting you on the spot?
Oh, well, hold on a minute.
He's getting his notes.
Yes, sir.
Or, we can do multiple people giving a recap. I can do it, but it's kind of fun when the players do it because it gives a little bit different view than what I do.
Well, we got in a bar fight, us 3 here.
Smash cut to me sitting with the creepy guy going on the end of the bar across the street, just sitting there.
He's on the roof.
Well, maybe you ought to back up a little bit and tell them why you were doing these things.
We actually got word while Eloc and Silver were doing their thing that Abigail Razorheart was in town looking for us.
Oh, because we were looking for her.
Because word probably got back to her that we were looking for her. So our contacts that we paid for
Actually
good.
paid
actually
off.
paid off.
Look
So,
at that.
Look at there.
so him and hawed around about a plan, and we came across a strange tiefling, another tiefling.
Gentleman that was in the store buying some dice last week, and I asked him if he was interested in playing. He said yes, and so he sat in for y'all.
Oh, yeah, nice.
And his name is Terrace. Nice guy, and he was added to Misfits and Miscreants Facebook page. If you saw, wanted to see, knew who that was. He sat in for y'all last week.
Another tiefling.
He's a good dude.
Starting to recruit quite a few tieflings.
So he just two. Calm down.
So right now, that's enough.
I mean, 1.5 really. He's not here.
Wow.
1.5 teeth.
Jealous?
A little bit.
Yes. He said, I'm the tiefling here.
There's a little bit of thing going.
There was. I didn't trust him. And then
He didn't trust you either.
no, he didn't. No, it was mutual.
You were kind of horny.
But I'm done. I can't think of anything now.
He was hired by her to look for something
For us.
for us. I mean,
Something we had.
Specifically,
Something we had.
specifically something you had.
I don't have
That's
things.
crazy.
No, it was both of them. wasn't it?
Yes,
Both of them.
Specifically, both of y'all.
Because we
He
were
kept calling
Went to your
our
room.
group.
I don't
Us.
have things.
He kept calling us Saving Face.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
We were all like,
That's nuts.
You guys just impersonating the goats, like.
we flat out told him we weren't. But he ended up getting, what was her name, Abigail? That's the one we met, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Abigail Razorheart to meet him at a tavern the next day. Ronnie went with to scope out the area in case there was a fight. Or
No,
so
I
we
went
could
to talk
confront
to her.
Yeah.
I went to confront her.
He was on the roof in case there was a fight to shoot her through the window.
Nice.
We were trying to
Exactly.
like just hide out across the road so we wouldn't get in trouble. We got in trouble.
I had to go into the bar.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
three of us
man.
went into a bar.
There's
We
liquor
had to deal with an idiot. I flung a cup into his face.
Now hold on. Let's stop there for just a second for those that may be listening. It was the Troll and Toad
It
Bar.
was a Troll and Toad bar,
Yeah.
which I screwed up the name of our generous
Frog and Flute.
Frog and Flute.
And when I
friends.
mentioned that was a bar that we had,
Yes.
so this is what we were talking about earlier when we mentioned the Troll and Toad. And Troll and Toad is the worst bar in town.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
They don't have
Yeah.
flagons?
Wait a minute. I was at the Troll and Toad. They were at the Broken Window.
You know,
That's right. We were at the broken window.
Oh, you're right.
Which was
I'm
the
sorry.
worst.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Which
You were
was
at
the
the
worst
Troll
one
and
in
Toad. That's
town.
right.
I was
You-
at
that's
the
what
Troll
I'm
and
saying.
Toad's not a bad.
It's not good. But it
It's
wasn't
lesser
as
two
bad
evils.
as the Broken Window. Which,
We're
bar fight,
bar fight. The cook came out, weird, like monstrous looking dude.
troll.
A troll.
Troll.
Nearly killed me.
Oh.
Oh,
She cast
you
shatter on the
just
dude's
like
nuts.
being on the brink of death.
Death, yeah. He likes being risky.
by the
Wait, were you here when he blew his hand off?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
I had like
I forgot
5
what it
health
was.
left when we ran out of that bar.
Dude, you like blue health.
Oh, the troll had him by the neck and was taking a meat cleaver to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
She saved the day.
I helped.
He
helped.
he helped.
I nearly killed the guy.
You were there. You did, yeah.
I'll say,
And
I
then
hurt myself in the process. but-
Abigail Razorheart then actually showed up at the bar.
Oh,
So
okay.
I got to talk to her, and she was not happy that it was me and not you. Or what she wanted. Which she then cast some weird spell on me, and my strength was from whatever it is to 1.
Oh.
And I could not do anything. So she was dragging me out, throwing me on the back of her dragon. Yeah, and they jumped to try to rescue. Everything was going wrong.
Yeah.
Everyone fell off the dragon that jumped up there.
We're in
It's
a
up in
good
him.
place, right?
And
Like,
then-
you're not mad we didn't go?
Then we hear a booming voice say, "I told you to stay out of my territory," and the ancient white dragon swooped down
You know, bigger
Bits.
dragon.
and tore her asunder.
Oh.
And the dragon.
But you,
Killed the dragon
Killed
and
the
the rider in
dragon
the
and-
process, yes.
Yeah,
Like
just
full on just.
but your big thing, it was a purple dragon, not black. So
Yeah, it was.
Appreciate
From
you,
the
homie.
beginning.
Yeah, it was a
It's
It was
just-
a.
it's kind of
The
crazy.
mini for this ancient white dragon was a mini.
Do you?
Did you see it? That was the one that was,
Yeah.
that was her.
That's what killed the other dragon.
Oh.
And I actually pulled her out, flew her in, and just.
So at that point, I think that's where we left it. And we're like,
Pieces,
we ran back to the house.
pieces,
Right.
parts fell
We
off
dragged you
of
back to the
drag me
house.
back.
the Abigail Aberhart,
Yeah,
razor.
Abigail Gabahart.
We-
That's from the film
Pieces
stuff.
of her, pieces of the dragon. There's just, and so no, I'm just saying
Did we
because
salvage anything?
well, you weren't there, so no, we
No,
did
we
not.
didn't.
You
They
guys
did.
did. Oh, you guys did? Nice.
So come to find out that
This guy got a ring that was
Abigail was a 10th level cleric,
Really?
and the tiefling that showed up got his reward from her,
and then some.
and then some. So he was actually able to acquire her ring, which he was very covetous of, and then he blinked out. He was gone. Boom. You came up with a belt, and you came up with an amulet.
Nobody got no like dragon.
And there's just a
I got
few,
some
but
dragon.
nothing of big enough pieces to really salvage and do anything with. They could be a memento, or if you
The
want to.
ancient white ate.
Yes,
Oh, he
Eight.
ate it.
Yeah.
She.
She ate.
She.
So you guys communicated with her.
No.
No, it's a she. They know who she
We
is.
know who she is. I mean, like the town knows who she is.
Oh, can we talk to her?
She flew off,
I don't think we want to.
and she wasn't overly friendly.
The last dragon
She had
met,
her
she
snack
killed.
and went home.
Okay.
So
And went home for a nap.
you're a midnight snack for her.
So everybody decided since it was a big commotion to egress and go back to the Ivy Mansion, and that the Harples run, and reevaluate. And that's sort of where we are. Any other thing that I missed, or anybody missed?
I mean, they missed a whole lot,
Yeah, just a little bit.
but it's probably for the best.
I mean,
I don't know. I think Sil would have really enjoyed watching some of these balls.
The funny part was you and the
It was
tiefling.
actually a very classic. It really was actually very, very cool.
Well,
And
I'm talking about when y'all was going into the
And
bar.
creative, because I would have just went for the stab to the neck.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, wait, he was asking me about. Yeah. So yeah, that was an interesting story. Let's keep going.
okay,
No, it's
Talk about the tieflings talking before we went into the bar.
okay, yeah, that was interesting. So I guess we'll pick up there at that point. Okay. Remember, you did get. Obviously, your dragon radar went off.
yeah.
Multiple. Well, I say multiple times. It went off and it stayed on. Okay.
But there was that.
Even when the big white left, and now that the purple dragon's dead, your radar's still going off.
Coming up on 30,
So
he
he
likes
left
everything.
Yeah, that would be my assumption.
By the way, what direction did the big ancient white dragon fly off in?
The ones you wanted to.
But was it a way we gotta go?
No, but
Okay.
but from talking to the people in town, because there is a lot of talk going on, and then of course in regaling all this information back at the Ivy Mansion, she's usually closer to the coast, so she's a bit far inland. This is a little bit farther out of her territory, but evidently she may have heard that this dragon had been skirting the territory. If that makes any sense at all. So I know you want to get right to what's the stuff that she's got, but let's follow through with getting back to the mansion. And your brother Bjorn is basically comes to you and said, "Listen, if they're not ready to go, we need to go without them. It's time for us to leave." He feels this impending need to get back to Winterhold.
Okay.
Okay. He needs to find the text that is back home, but he's found enough going on with what's going on with him now that he's concerned. And he's like, we need to quit lollygagging and get going. So as soon as you come in, you're like, dude, let me tell you about this fight and this dragon. And he's like, we need to get going. That's literally what his priority was. And that's not uncommon for him. He's focused of mind, as a archaeologist, you know, when he gets a task on hand. But obviously, there's something a little bit more behind.
Does he seem scared?
He's concerned. He's concerned. Some of what he's come across, he says he has to verify, and he only can do that when he gets the text back in Winterhold. But it's definitely time to move along. So the Harples are obviously very interested in what's going on. Some jokes were made. Basically, we don't have to worry about Abigail following you anymore. And then, of course, there come an opportunity where you're talking about, hey, we got this stuff. Okay, you're fairly certain that you might be able to do some mending to the belt.
Okay.
But they do tell you it's magical. Okay. And this is what they tell you about this. So let me, where's the picture that I wanted to find? There is a picture of a skull.
Okay.
On this belt, on the buckle, okay? Which looks like there's sun rays coming out of this.
Okay.
Okay. Knowledge religion. You can. Let's have you roll knowledge religion.
All right.
And anybody can roll this. I'm going to give it to you. Just about whatever. But knowledge religion.
14.
Okay.
Not too good.
Natural
Well,
20.
So between
23.
you and other people there, this is a symbol for Cyric.
Cyric.
Okay. Do you know who Cyric is?
No.
Okay. He is
The evil guy.
basically god of what's exactly his plane of existence. I forget. It used to be death, but then they got taken from him. Strife, murder.
Evil doing.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you spell his name?
Cyric. Cyric.
Thank you.
So his sort of the way the skull appears is like a dark sun is what they call it. And so, but the skull is really interesting. It's probably going to be a little pricey, by the way, because let me see. It's described as being obsidian,
Ooh.
ruby eyes.
That's on the skull?
Yes,
Mm.
emerald for teeth. And the belt is made out of iron over leather.
Wow.
And when the Harples, which are helping you to, hey, this is magical, and they go, oh, they see the symbol on the front, Cyric. And of course they cast Identify, and they're able to come up basically saying, do you really want to keep this? Because we feel Cyric may want it back at some point in time. It is called the Belt of the Black Skull.
Okay. The belt of the black skull.
Yes.
Are we able to interpret what it does, if anything?
So it does require attunement. From the belt are beads.
Okay.
Okay. So it looks like a fringe, like on a Western wear or something along that lines. They say this is a combination of. It's a mutation of multiple magical items, basically. So in layman's terms, our terms, it's a necklace of prayer beads
Okay.
with an amulet of the black skull made into a belt form.
Okay.
The beads basically can be pulled off, and it's almost like spells that can be cast.
So spells are inside each bead.
Yes.
Okay.
Different types of beads with different symbols and stuff on them. This is definitely made for a cleric. So if you're
Okay.
not a cleric, you can't even attune to it.
Yeah.
The black skull portion of it is... It allows you to do minor teleportation.
Okay.
So basically, you could teleport yourself and everything you're wearing to a location that's about 100 feet from you.
All right.
With a catch.
Of course.
That's what the catch. The catch could be very negative, and only evil people have a tendency of using it. So sometimes people come out on the other end enlarged. Sometimes they come out reduced. Sometimes they come wearing nothing but just the amulet. Sometimes they show up on the other end in a comatose state. Sometimes they come over and they've got...
On fire.
Huh?
On fire.
No, but they have a symbol of Cyric burned into their forehead. So, anyway, that's...
But you might lose your whip.
Give me my hand. Oh.
I have your hand. Just nubs.
I don't want this. I can't attune to it. I don't think we have clerics here. I say we sell it.
Do we sell it? Or do we just hold on to it?
Cyric is
We're
not going to be
bargaining
happy
at
if we sell it.
We're not gonna be happy if we hang on to it either.
Unless they come to ask for it.
Well, I mean, the Harples are willing to keep it in a secure location if that's what you want to do.
We can do that.
I don't think you're going to necessarily find a buyer, or if you do, whether or not you really want them to have it
Yeah.
in that case, but you can do whatever
Would
you
that
want to.
put the Harples in trouble with it?
Oh, that's not the only time
that's
they
not
have
our
artifacts
problem.
and stuff along that lines in their area. So,
So we could just throw it in the bottom of the lake and let Cyric get it itself.
First of all, it's true that it's not our problem. Second of all, if we're carrying it and people come for it, more followers of Cyric, that's going to be our problem.
Yeah.
I'm not overly fond of that. I'm not overly fond of the entire situation.
so you want to keep it?
No.
I'm cool with letting
If
the
the
Harples
Harples
hold on
want
to
it, I say let them have it.
That's like, it's
You
ours,
want a
but,
multi-class to cleric? What?
I
And now that's the problem.
am I still this? Or can I talk?
Huh?
Can I talk yet?
Oh yeah, you're
Oh, okay.
yeah. I'm
Okay.
sorry, yeah.
I completely forgot. So like now I was like, oh, I have a -5 to strength.
The amulet that he has. Oh, sorry. Yeah, let me just sort of change gears while you're. If you want to look it up on D&D Beyond, it's the periaptive proof against poison.
Nice.
So it's a silver chain with a brilliant cut black gem pendant. When you wear it, poison has no effect on you, nor does a poison condition have any effect on you. You basically have an immunity to poison.
That means you can't get drunk.
Is it a poison?
Alcohol is poison, yeah. Alcohol poison.
I mean, is it a poison though?
Maybe it's just that he can't get alcohol poison.
But I mean, like, it kills germs.
I like that logic.
I like
That's
his
still gonna be
idea.
one sucky hangover, though.
I say you just give it a try.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
See, we'll find out. We'll find out. after
Take it
the
and drink your weight.
Fine.
Drink my
Yeah,
weight.
we'll find out.
I weigh a lot.
Drink all of our
Your
weight
point.
together.
Nobody really knows about the ring. That was taken and gone, but
That's the one that bothers me.
we'll see him again, I'm sure.
Chaotic, basically.
Any other?
Yeah, so what happened between you two? Why don't you like each other?
I just didn't
How
like
about
it.
these
Oh,
little
right,
chain
she's
links?
tiefling.
Can you tell me much about them?
Had a
Did
bad
I pull out those two chain links that I got?
He tried to
I have a
use.
bad attitude.
I was
but
gonna
he
say,
had a
that's
bad
He
attitude.
tried to use
Giant.
magic on us.
You trying to use magic on it?
Yeah, he tried to
I don't
cast.
know if they're just regular chain links or
Yeah,
they.
they were just
He
regular.
tried
Sorry,
to
yeah.
cast calm emotions
Okay.
on us.
They were
while
just
he was
regular
talking
chain
to us.
links,
We
yeah.
have to listen to him.
Try to calm emotions, sir.
Is there any way I can get
And
them
I
and
just
just
snapped
put them
it out of
in,
the
like make little things to hold it, like my beard?
You don't calm emotions
Fit
of one
beard
woman.
through
Yeah,
it.
that's what I was
Yeah, I'm
sitting
sure
here
you could do
thinking.
something.
That's the worst possible.
That's what I'll do.
You could try to
Were
do.
we successful in our separate endeavors?
You were successful in what you were doing.
Awesome.
You were somewhat successful.
Okay.
We'll get back to that.
Not
But
And then
as often.
a month ago when I was here, I also was doing research on a wand that I had jacked. Just a friendly reminder. I figured.
good thing you reminded me because I totally forgot about that. So we'll say it's a wand of wonder because we wonder what it was. Actually, it is a thing. Sure, wand of wonder.
Good or bad.
You have to look it up. I can look it up real quick.
Oh wait, no, it's a real thing. Okay.
Yeah, it is a real thing, actually, as a matter of fact.
I'm assuming, right? Because you're back with us.
Yeah. Back
Okay,
with you guys, right?
That was under. Or in.
Huh? Wander, W-A-N.
No. Wanda. W.
Wander or wonder?
Wonder. Not wander, but wonder.
Oh, okay.
Requires attunement by a spellcaster. And basically what you do is you roll percentile dice and it does a variety of different things depending on what you roll.
Yo, hear me out. I'm a spellcaster.
Hear me out.
We don't trust you as spell. No.
I've never heard another member of the party with my spells.
That's true.
She said
She has.
I want both hands.
And he has. I have not.
Is your platypus considered a member of the party?
I didn't hurt him. Someone else threw him and hurt him.
The
My magic didn't hurt
the
him.
harple that
It was
helps
so
you
bad.
basically says this wand has 7 charges. And you can expend an action, use an action to expend one of the charges, and you choose a target within 120 feet of you. Basically, what we're going to do is we roll percentile dice and see what happens.
And am I capable of using it? I guess.
You're not a spellcaster. So some of the effects that can be done with the Wand of Wonder is casting slow or fairy fire, getting stunned, gust of wind, detect thought, stinking cloud, causing rain to fall. Animals can be summoned, lightning bolt, butterflies, enlarge or reduce, darkness, etc., etc., etc.
That's quite a bit.
Oh yeah, that was just half.
Now you just have to become a spellcaster.
Give it to me.
Arcane
Trickster?
out.
I don't think any one of us.
Could I technically use it as an Eldritch Knight?
None of us know she has
technically,
it, do we?
Caster.
Nope, I don't think so.
If you have spell slots,
All of
you're
us
good.
that are vying for it,
You said if you have spell slots.
we don't know she has
I
it.
know, that's fair.
I think so.
I think so too.
Wait.
It's up to the DM.
Or yeah, it's up to the DM.
Well, I'm just gonna look
Elot
up how
count
much
as a
it's worth as a
caster?
He's
weapon.
an arcane.
He's a Eldritch
Eldritch
Knight.
Eldritch Knight, yeah, sorry.
Not yet. You're still the Eldritch Squire.
Things are growing.
Hey, we can take your wings too.
Wow.
Oh
You're gonna take them before I get them?
no, I'm
Never
gonna
gonna
give them
live
to you
it
first
down.
and then take them.
I want a dick move, bitch.
Actually, you're gonna get some type of disease where it gets stunted growth, so you can just have these little bitty.
Oh.
Feel like Cupid, but a great big tail.
Oh.
Big tail. Big tail, little wings. I get it.
Big head and little arms.
So, are we?
Like a kangaroo.
Is there anything we need to cover before we do?
Have I heard anything?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Is this radio silence?
Basically, to this point.
You said I was sort of successful?
Yes.
Because that could go a lot of ways. Can you clarify?
Sort of.
Didn't kill yourself doing
It
it.
was the look.
I worked 40 hours last week, and I just sorry.
No,
After going 12 years without having a clock in paying job, and I'm now working again, and it's a little.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I did not.
No, you're okay. I went for 3 things. How many was I successful in retrieving? Okay, boom.
One.
I know which one because it's the only one I remember.
Okay, very good. Okay.
See, it works out. It's fine.
It's good.
How many doses was I able to make?
6. Okay.
I'm
And when
ready
you,
to
Who's
carry
ready to
out.
steal
when you
something?
put it on, it'll
That's
last.
how it works.
Depending if it's
First of all.
My dexterity.
if you put it in your
Oh,
sheath,
that's right, you're also wrong.
then it's going to cut the time in half because it's sort of wearing off. If it gets wet,
You make weird noises.
like when it's raining or something along that lines, and that's also.
And is it an action item to
Fine. I'll
Is
take
it an
the
action
whatever
to-
I want to.
cover it? Okay.
To do it correctly without necessarily poisoning yourself.
Why wear gloves? Because
It doesn't mean
I
that,
don't like to
doesn't
know.
mean the gloves can't absorb it.
That's true too.
And that's
Well,
one.
it's on injury, not contact.
I could do it for
Correct. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the type of. So if you're saying this one's on injury, then that's
Yes.
fine. Okay. Yeah.
you. I wear the parry out as well.
Okay. Sounds good.
And how long does it last? I'm sorry.
6 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. 6 and 6. That's what we'll do. All right. Anything else?
I mentioned to him, I'm going to talk to him about
Doctor.
helping him out.
You can. Why not?
Pulling him aside.
Was that a duck?
I think that was a.
Just wait that.
That was an amateur COVID test.
Amateur COVID test.
Yeah. If you smell it, you don't have COVID.
Well, I don't smell it.
Yet.
Give it time.
Let it waft.
Let it marinate. Let it marinate.
No, don't say that.
For those of you watching the stream, yes, I farted.
It must permeate.
So I admitted to the group I farted. Okay, I told the stream.
That's
I
fine. I mean,
It's
you,
okay.
that's up to
Nobody
you.
sits in that wet chair but you.
It is.
I sit there on off Saturday.
Oh, that sucks for you.
I'm not
That's
saying that.
you're next.
Just wash your pants after, you know?
No, burn the chair. They're my favorite chair. You know how hard it is? I got to break in these chairs.
You set it on fire.
You set it on fire and you just see like, oh, spirits.
You will die.
Anything on Twitch we need to address?
No, I'm keeping an eye on it.
Gas
warnings.
I might have noticed
Somebody just said gas warnings.
you were out of town.
Yeah, I leave from time to time. I have a life outside of you guys.
I just find it kind of interesting.
Just leaving town? I mean, dude, there's no Krispy Kreme here. I mean, what do you want me to do?
There's Krispy Kreme.
Actually, his fingers are kind of creamy as they.
They're
They're crispy and.
I was like, why are you drilling him about leaving?
No.
Dang, Elliot, where'd you coming from? Think they got lives? What's going on? So yeah, while you all were having fun, we were dealing with dragons and some that wanted to kill us because of you.
They ate my other hand.
No, y'all don't know where he went.
Wait,
None
you
of us
really
know
found
where
it?
he went.
that you were gone. That were just
I
gone.
just hold up the same one.
Oh.
Doing the thing.
I was like,
Like tuck the other one behind it.
No, but I know he was gone. Y'all don't know that. So.
We know he wasn't there. He was off
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
something. We were taking care of
No,
their
I was
business.
talking to him.
do we
privately,
know what they
away
wanted
from
us
him.
for? Because that's crazy. I don't have any.
Like what?
I don't have
Is it
any
about the
enemies.
golden dragons again?
I'm talking to you.
He's talking
without
privately.
them.
Oh.
What they're talking about has nothing to do with it.
Well, I'm a,
Well, I mean, I just had to leave town and I had to go see a man about a dog.
Okay.
If you wanted a dog, I could have got you one.
I
Got
see
you.
what you do with your animals. I don't want one. I
That's
don't
why
want
it would
that
be
traumatized man.
I just,
Wow.
I just wanted
Okay.
to double check. I know you've still got
You got
nubs
me there.
and
Yeah,
can't
I
find
did.
you.
I did
wanted
throw a
to
flaming
make sure that,
pump.
like,
Everything.
He's almost like John Wick in a sense, right?
I was just,
handling some business.
I'll keep up with you here and there.
Thanks for checking on my
Check in
nubs.
on you.
Is that my name now, Nubs? No longer Eli.
No,
Like half of us is nubs at this point.
Dude, honestly.
There's
That would
3 of
be-
you that could sort of qualify. 4 if the dwarf takes off his pants. So anyway, that just.
I
it's
love
almost
you.
as good as
I
stabbing
love
balls.
you too.
Did you just say I nub you?
Tickle.
Oh.
So anyways, are we supposed to be heading out of town soon, or?
Well, that's what I'm. So.
So you guys catching us up on, like, having me caught up on
Yes.
what happened?
Yes.
Do we know why they were looking for us?
No, we were hoping you would shed some light on that
What did
particular
you
subject.
What did I do? What didn't I
What
do?
We were all at the
Face do?
Draculid raid.
I mean, we saved the world. I'm not sure why we get so much flack for saving the world. Next time, remember, we'll let y'all die.
Whoa.
You
We were
don't-
in there with you, all of us.
Yes.
So slow your attitude on that.
Goodness gracious.
But
But
they
it
asked
seems
for
like
saving
every
face.
time we come back, we're being attacked for it.
Correct. No one's attacked. Well,
Yes.
most of us are not.
I haven't attacked anyone yet.
Well, wait a minute, guys.
verbally.
Whoa.
We're not attacking. We're saying what I'm saying. I don't care about anybody else and what they're saying. What I'm saying is, what is happening? Why are they looking for you?
I don't know.
Well, okay, so tell me about your families, going back, or anybody pissed at anybody in your lineage or anything. What's going on?
I don't know. What's going on with your family, sir?
Yeah,
My family is all dead.
Oh.
Look,
Nobody's mad at them because somebody already
Same.
killed them
So,
I was an orphan.
we're just about to.
all. I don't know that about you. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
We literally, this
I
team
don't
knows
like to
nothing
talk
about
about
each
my
other.
family.
Oh, well, just so you guys know, orphan.
well, look, guys.
Orphan.
I get it. Sometimes it's a little touchy. I understand. Okay, but what I'm saying is.
Oh, and dwarfing.
Orphan.
What I'm saying is, we were just attacked by someone riding a dragon,
Yes.
looking for you all, looking for something that is in your possession, because we are not saving face. And you might say that we are not saving face.
Alright.
Okay, so we're trying to. If I'm going to travel with you all, I need to know that I'm safe because. I mean, at
don't
this
have
point, I
any
have no clue.
affiliation with the person that was looking for us or dragons.
I mean, I'm dragon-born, but
He's got a point, but what I'm saying is we need to figure this out before we go any further. I need any kind of information before, on the way up there. I mean, because God only knows an ancient black dragon might come down and just destroy us all just because.
Oh, why gotta be a black thing?
I mean,
why you gotta say that? I don't know how to.
Just because I pulled out a white one earlier doesn't, why we gotta? Why can't it be a gold? You know.
An ancient copper dragon.
we've met.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have something against the in-betweens?
I don't like this situation, and I'm not a fan of the
You
energy
tried
you're
in the
creating
Family
at the table
Matters.
today.
You tried in the Family Matters. You had this coming.
Not Ronnie. Ronnie's being uncomfortable. I know, Logan. You tell him.
Hey, don't hear it from the dog pound. No.
He's all twisted around the table, so he can't reach anybody. That's why he's mad. No bark. Wait, that.
Oh.
Little bit of barking. So screw you.
I will
It'd be
move
worse
more.
if Bubba was.
He said yes, but no.
So, not prying into your family
Well, Bubba,
affairs
remember Yoda?
at all. What I'm saying is, are there
My
any
dog
enemies?
I'm
I
pretty
mean, we
sure-
all have enemies. I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure we have it.
But
But I
his
can
brother,
tell you
Yoda
right now
got
that
stolen.
I don't have enemies that ride dragons.
Ah,
2 letters later.
that's kind of for the course for us. Dragons
I've
seem
fought
to
a
be
Dracolich with you.
Yeah, I'm saying
We
dragons
all did.
kind
I'm
of be a
aware
thing
of
with
It's
us.
kind of cool.
You know, I know who you are. I know your names. You lock and silver. But that's about as
I
far as it
suspect
goes
that
because, personally, that's all I want to know. That is until somebody rides down on a dragon, saps all my strength out, and tells me it's because it's something you all have.
What
I
does
don't
saving
know.
face take? That would cause.
So what are the Harples at the end? I'd like to know too.
Yeah. We have drawn an audience.
I couldn't.
I
Should we
couldn't
settle
tell
this?
you what
Should we?
do.
Should we continue this on the road with less of an audience?
Yes, we need to get going. My brother is anxious to get to where he's got to get to.
You
Where
heard,
Charles.
you heard the dwarf.
He's not that short.
Huh?
He's not that short. Jeez.
I mean, he's.
What did you say?
We need to get going. My brother wants to go. If y'all want to stay, y'all can stay, but we need to go. Me and my brother.
Logan.
Were we or were we not hired? Logan, stop.
Logan, sweetie.
He said, but you're not. in
Were we or
You're
were
not
we not
in-
hired to escort this caravan to Winterhold?
Mhm.
I'd be happy to continue that.
I mean, we should
that
probably
journey.
finish what we were hired for.
Does he need to use the bathroom?
Not really hired, more like tasked
Tasked.
by the Emerald Enclave.
Let's say we need to continue seeing this out at least.
So is a party in agreement that tomorrow morning everybody is ready and we'll get an early start?
Yep.
Sounds good.
So one of the things that's concerning Bjorn is both the weather. As you get farther north, it is we're going from what we would call mid-fall to later fall, in our terminology. So as you get closer to the mountains, the likelihood of encountering inclement weather is a lot more of an issue. So he is anxious to try to maybe avoid some of that by getting on the road, for sure. And you've got quite the haul still. So do you all remember our map set up with those behind us? I'll stand up, point it out to you again. Started off here in Waterdeep, went up the long road, got up here to Long Saddles where you're at, and you're trying to get up here to Winterhold. Okay? Any caravan that is going up this way will probably cut off at this point and head over to Mirabar to do their business, whereas y'all would continue to skirt around on the outside of the Lurkwood. Of course, there's certain people that probably wouldn't mind getting going to the Lurkwood, would you? Going home for a little bit, but not quite in the cards yet. So
unless they find out who we are.
I'm sorry?
Unless they find out what's going on with us.
Well, I mean, if you need to, I guess you can always go to the Lurkwood, but that is kind of their establishment is a little out of the way. So, all right. So the next day comes, and y'all get back on the road again. And boy, if you thought the road before was tiring, the first weekend, and you're already tired of living on the road, level of exhaustion kicks in as y'all continue to knock up the miles and continue and actually, whereas Bjorn has been kind of reticent to actually engage really anybody, he's been doing his studying. Now he's actually almost like a slave driver. Just y'all stop for an evening meal and he's started pushing everybody. All right, he scarfs his food down and he's waiting for y'all. He is really nervous, and of course he's willing to talk about it, and so it's not like a secret. He has uncovered some information that he needs to verify. That's it. And so this information sounds like he's nervous about what it may portend, but he needs to get the documents back that are in Winterhold and verify that what he's going off of memory. And so if his translation is correct from what he found in Waterdeep, then this could be really ugly. But he won't be able to verify that until he gets back up and takes a look at the actual text. Sometimes syntax, when you're doing that type of translation, means everything. That being said, you start encountering some of that weather that he talks about. You get a bit where you're slogging through the rain. You get where small little villages and hamlets are harder to come by. Even if you do, you're able to go in and just barely get a hot meal, maybe a dry place, and you're back on the road again. Not even enough time to really to let any road weariness go forward. It seems like the fun times are over. And it actually gets to the point where you know the area that you're at, so you have split apart from the caravan that is headed off to Mirabar. Good news, bad news type deal. The good news is without Abigail Razorheart seemingly to throw things at you, the encounters along the way have been a lot more mundane. The old monster here, a little thing here, there. Not much of anything really of note to talk about. Nothing like you have seen so far up to this point. And you continue going up, like I said, and the main part of the caravan, what's left of it, heads off towards Mirabar, and basically what we're down with is just a couple of wagons full of supplies. Matter of fact, Bjorn has got to the point where he's not even studying anymore. He's have gotten to the point where he's one-track minded, and he's walking now. And so the weather has now gotten to where you're getting snow flurries. And surprising good for you that it's not, you're now, you don't feel, the cold is not affecting you. Well, before when it was, you could feel it in your wings, something was wrong. Now, it seems okay. So, it could be gone. It seems like it is. It seems like it is. Which is a good thing. I mean, if you've lived through this traumatic experience of losing your wings, you want to hope that they got it all.
Yeah.
And of course the Hartles were pretty, I mean, it was pretty emotional for them as well too. The fact that they, you know, had to take the wings and all that. But, so while things still ache and you still have phantom pains and stuff along that lines, you're kind of overly conscious of what's going on and you're like, hey, I'm kind of surprised, but you know, I don't feel kind of negative effects here. It's difficult to tinker on the road, but you're still trying. Okay, so you've got to the point where you've figured out how to make some small joints, but you're not figured out how to sort of power them up yet.
Yeah.
So so they can just slide on and they can be flopping around, but you're trying to figure out maybe if there's a way of doing that. Some of your thought process on that maybe will just make this finger stiff and make it where if you break the joint, then it can flop around as you need be. But for the most part, it'll just stay straight unless need be. But you're not satisfied with that yet, and so you're still tinkering.
Right.
You know? But you really need some time at a lab where you can play around and you know, and on the road is not necessarily, you don't have access to all your tools, and the biggest thing is just y'all are slogging through all this other stuff, so you're using more of your mind than anything, as well the rest of y'all. I mean, so some of the information that you want to know about backgrounds can be, if you want to share that among one another on the road, then we can do that. We don't necessarily need to role play it unless you really want to. But if somebody has any specific questions about people's characters or backgrounds, if you want to tell them off to the side, or if you know something sort of out of game about the characters, if you verify with them that you would like to have it as your character actually knows it, then go ahead. I'll let you discuss that all among yourselves. But we get to a point where you're getting closer to home, you know. And, you know, Winterhold, you didn't realize it, but you're just like, I'm ready to get home for a bit, you know. Also Tuax, you know, kind of a drinking partner of yours who ran the town guard. Kind of a straightforward kind of, you know, kind of your kind of guy. Just, you know, but it'd be nice to see him again and see all what was going on. But then you see it coming. You see this storm coming. And you know that you got about 5 or 6 hours to go, and you're not going to make it to Winterhold before the storm hits. Yeah. And you're going to need to find a place to hole up. Okay. But luckily, you got a couple guys that know the area, and so that helps out. Not only the caravan guys going over the area, Bjorn knows a little bit. He knows more about the maps and stuff along that lines, but you've actually wandered around. And you remember that there's a small little place called Holy Hollows, and it's just a little place about 5 hours away from Winterhold. And while they're not the most friendliest of towns, there's not really an inn. It's just a little hamlet, you know. You figured that you might be able to find something there. That if you can hole up, because you don't know how long this looks like it could last for a couple days, not longer. And even then after that, you don't know what the roads and stuff are going to look like. And so y'all are slogging along, and you don't even make it to Holy Hollows, and the storm hits. And y'all are getting just pelted. Yeah, you're getting hammered. Now, outside of town, you remembered that there's this old temple, I guess, for lack of a better word. I don't know. It's always been old. It's always been, but it's probably got 2.5 of the 4 walls, and a little bit of a roof, maybe. You're hoping that maybe somebody may have done some better stuff, so it might be able to give you some shelter from this, at least from the wind. Maybe you can make a fire. you know, but it's well worth it, and it's not all that far away.
All right.
Something that interests you, or would you? I don't know.
I'll mention it to the party.
Okay.
I mean, we don't really have too much choice.
If we want to stay dry, we'll have to go there.
Not just dry. At this point, you're now getting.
Hammered. You're like just.
Well, not just it's not wet. Not just wet. It's I mean it's frozen precipitation.
freezing.
You know, and you're taking some hypothermia. So
We're
you're
gonna
now
freeze in
at 2
place.
levels of exhaustion. And who remembers what 2 levels of exhaustion does? Where's the critical hits and misses? Go. I'll tell you. I'll remind you what 2 levels of exhaustion do. So. Because even I forget. How about that?
You're very tired.
So your speed is half,
Speed is half.
and disadvantage on ability checks.
That's annoying.
No doubt. I mean, y'all have definitely, but we're just like 5 hours away. I mean, you were sort of hoping to be able to make it before the storm hit. He's all telling you about his favorite haunts and, you know, the food that we'll get, and it's just, you know, and you just can't get there. So, the Cedar Hill Sanctum is what he mentions, and he's right. It's like 2.5 walls. There is no ceiling. The walls happen to be facing the wrong direction to provide you the right kind of cover. And you're up there and you're trying to see if there's any way you can do, like, take the caravan wagons and put them in a way where you can maybe block some of the wind and put some tarps and stuff up. And it just doesn't look like that's going to help.
Is it just us here, or did other people come?
There's like about another 10, give or take, of some of the caravan people.
Most of the caravan went to Zero Boys.
Yeah, it's just
Gotcha.
it's just a few stragglers. I mean, it's not a whole lot. And that's when one of the people notices that there is a set of doors in the very back of this sanctum area that looks like it may go down into an underground area that would provide type of shelter. For as old as this situation is, the doors are beat up, kind of battered and stuff along that lines, but they open easy enough.
If we don't want to go down there, I can do Lehman's tiny hut, make a little dome over us. It'll keep the cold out, but I'll have to keep recasting it. But it might be easier to stay in this.
I mean,
I'll go
I
and
like
check it
your
out.
idea.
I like not
it
being
keeps us
cold.
It keeps us out of the creepy.
Yeah, because
Dungeon.
I mean, this is we're exhausted.
This is how we.
So
don't
who are
get
you going to leave out of the hut?
That's the
So
thing.
how
Is
many
it's
people
You
fit
said
that?
how many people fit in the hut?
that we're not gonna be able to fit every single person in.
So somebody's gonna have to go down.
It will fit 9 creatures of medium size or smaller.
So let's.
So you can let the horses freeze?
It's
No, so let's look at- I
Lehman's
guess-
tiny hut.
Let's
I'm
leave
gonna
the
look at
caravan
our
here.
ranger here. Let's go at least check out the door.
I'll go.
For anyone that wants
I
to
mean,
like, keep
we
watch, I
can
can
we
keep
can
watch.
leave the
Do
caravan
I
people in that, and then we can go
see any traps?
downstairs.
Yeah, roll.
Rogue doing rogue.
Yeah.
Just imagine that one person be cold.
It would be more than one, and they'd be pissed too, because everything's wet, and they, you know, so what little
Take
bit of
turns.
Just looking at
Is
everybody
it
like.
anything other than what
No disadvantage on ability checks, correct?
so you get. Okay, so do you remember what your patch does?
Yeah, he's trapped.
3 times a day, you're able to do what?
Check for traps.
With
Well,
advantage.
okay, with advantage.
Mm.
With your normally checking for traps, because you're 2 levels of exhaustion, it would give you disadvantage, so they cancel out.
Okay.
So you just
So whatever your straight roll is, and you can add your modifier there.
Which modifier?
Dexterity.
You're doing investigation, right?
Oh, is that investigation? That's right. I was thinking
Investigation is in.
So +3, right? So 15.
Hmm?
15.
You do not appear to see any traps.
Let's send the
On the,
platypus.
what are you looking for on the door?
And then traps within inside.
It's
the
going to
door.
be hard for you to see unless you light him on fire.
Because we said it opens
with it.
easily.
Give me a range.
Yeah,
Let's light
that's
them
what I
on
was
fire.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a
Traps
whole story
inside
about
the
that,
door.
by the way.
We can catapult.
Yeah.
We can use the catapult
It's everybody
strategy.
sees
He's not. No, I'm not
So-
doing that.
Pot is
Desperate
light
times
this
for
on fire,
desperate measures.
and
he
then
would kill me.
catapulted him. and hit a giant.
And then
His
also
Bull.
His,
I have a familiar, so it's a familiar as a wizard, so I can, if it dies, I can just summon it back.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you're just treating it like it's not.
I did it once.
oh, he came back
So he made
pissed.
the platypus breathe fire, catapulted it, and hit all the enemies in a line. Was caught by a giant who threw it back at us, hit all the enemies again in a line.
It hit me.
So,
And then
and then came back pissed.
Wait. We have
Dodge your platypus. I wouldn't show up when you called it.
I'm sorry?
we have drift orbs. Can we send drift orbs like down whatever corridor there is?
Sure. So, I show you the set of stairs that are on the other side of the door, going down, and basically what it seems to be is just a small burial area, but wide enough for we should be able to. The horses may or may not be able to make it. Horses, mules, or whatever may not be able to make it upstairs. Okay, but it doesn't mean y'all couldn't go up there and try to check on them. I don't know if you'd get them down those stairs.
We could put them in a tiny hut.
Well, there's all that as well too.
We
But
could put them in a tiny hut, and then everybody.
How many of them are there though?
I mean, that's a good
I
question.
mean, it only holds 9 people our size.
so let's just say 4. There's 4 of them.
There's 4 of them.
they'll
Yeah,
fit.
so
They'll fit.
they'll fit.
With one other, if one person wants to go in there with them, they'll fit too.
No.
So you probably would have different people that probably may or may not want to
Wouldn't
rotate.
that be you since you'd have to maintain the spell?
Yeah, you have to maintain the spell too. So y'all
Good
have
luck,
to stay
friend.
back.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's
just
what
gonna
I'm
go down the
saying.
stairs.
That's the only thing is I.
Don't you want a spell anchor?
No, that is not his to have.
Can
Or
I,
his to know about?
Or his to know.
I mean, it doesn't require
I stay with
concentration.
him.
It's just
You can.
Okay, I'd like to stay with him. Well, we have communication stones.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good. So who's staying up, and who's deciding to go down?
I guess me and him will stay up there with the
Okay.
the horses.
I'll send the platypus down with him so I can look through his eyes. And
Sure.
see.
So you're gonna have 2 of the civilians stay with y'all, along with the 4 horses. Okay. 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
There's
As soon as you said
no
4, I was like, nope.
I'll let crystal bead out and just slam it. With
And then
no
a
immediate
dome that
traps,
stops
and
the snow.
I offer up
Stays
my
lit
orb.
inside of where we
Well,
are.
no, we already see everything with the orb,
I
right?
think it lasts for 8 hours.
The
Yeah, we have
order?
a dungeoneering kit. We can
so
try
yeah,
to find
it's
I mean, yeah. This
as
lasts
bright
for 8
as the orb
hours.
is
8
normally.
hours.
Okay.
So you said-
And you're able to see it, and basically what
Yeah,
it looks
it's
like
completely
is
dry
just
inside.
a rundown old area where maybe they
And
may
it's all
have
lit.
Oh, it is.
stored some things in rooms or whatever. Okay, but a nice big wide corridor with a couple either openings or doorways off to either side. It's dirty, dusty. There's spider webs and different things going on. But for the most part, it looks dry, and it looks like there is remnants of enough stuff where you should be able to put some type of small fire together or something along that line.
Oh, the dome is also impenetrable, so nothing can hit us in here.
You said impenetrable?
Yeah.
How impenetrable?
Like the spell literally says, it is an impenetrable dome. Until I leave the dome, then it dissipates.
Okay, so wait, how impenetrable is it? Like if
Until someone
if
dispels
a
magic.
dragon flies into it,
Unless they
that
dispel
happens
magic,
to be
it
that
stays.
unless they dispel magic.
Yeah, if they can
It's
dispel
almost like
magic,
they're like waving a red flag in front of a bull.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
right?
hey, dude, impenetrable. That's
It's
a
like,
terrible
stop trying
thing
to
to say.
don't
You
attack
said
me.
penetrate.
So if we go down,
Dang it, Wade.
He said if he goes. Wait, he asked if he goes down.
if we go down the steps
Yes, sir.
and look, I mean, we've already seen what's down in here, or have we not gone down yet?
Well, I mean, that's really kind of up to you.
I was going to take.
There are miniatures around here, y'all somewhere.
I'll get down and
Just use my orb to see what it looks like.
There's an Eloc.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything else.
I'm just here to stay
Just like
party.
over the side.
There's.
I'm up in the cozy. Hey, I got
Is that
some
what you're-
dice if you want to play. While we're
Yeah,
waiting.
thought, let's keep the
This is, who's that?
That's the ranger.
Ranger.
Yeah.
This, yeah, this one didn't age well.
Oh wow.
You can rip the wings off.
That's yeah.
There's me.
That's
It's
right
like me
here.
and Elog are like,
No, you don't need that.
And I've got B.
That's Sylph.
Sylph.
Uh-huh. Here's Dead Adventure.
You want okay?
Don't need that.
Did you say go underneath that?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
Not
Just
quite
making
there.
Sure that where you
Actually, more in the hallway.
Not downstairs.
Actually, yep. Well, on the right in front of the double doors there.
The one that
That right. Yep. Actually,
John died stomping on?
All right, so you're going in, right?
Yeah.
I was too.
Wait,
So we'll put
you remember that's how John killed himself.
That's the
that when he
adventure.
Pagans?
electrocuted himself.
He didn't electrocute himself. He killed the guy you're supposed to rescue.
No,
No.
almost killed him, but he killed
almost
himself.
He killed himself, remember? Because he
Was touching him.
like
He killed the bad guy, and he killed not himself. That was the intellect devourer killed him. Ate his brain.
Oh.
Yeah, it was awful. All right. So as you come down and you got things lit up, what you end up seeing is, well, one of the things that sort of catches your attention, what looks to be a corpse.
In a burial place? What?
This one actually seems to be fresh. Yep. Yes.
Yes.
I would say probably within the last 2 weeks. Badly mauled, half eaten, and you notice it's actually in a Winter Guard uniform.
Oh.
So
Or it's eaten. You asked from.
Is there tracks or anything in here?
Yeah, I'm probably relaying up to Hippopotamus's eyes.
No,
Well, I mean,
they have communication styles.
Gotcha. Also, there seems to be
A blood trail or anything?
no. Well, actually, it looked like the body was farther in, and may have gotten either, I don't know, it could have walked, dragged, or whatever, to where it's at now. Okay. There seems to be in this first room to the left as you come down the stairs. Okay. If you look inside, there's a sarcophagus, basically, and it's been broken and it's just nothing in it. But off to the side of that, there seems to be, in that same room, though, is, well, I don't really know where it's at.
Does everybody at the bottom of the stairs, can they see in the dark?
I know the first three.
You got the drift globes
can
up,
and you
right?
can.
Right.
I can't.
But if
You can.
there's something that could eat us, do I want to have a glowing globe down there?
I don't know. You said you pulled them out, though.
Right.
They're
Okay,
there.
so-
I can't see. It's dark.
Okay.
So there is a husk of another body,
Oh, jeez.
That's
and it's desiccated. So it's kind of hard to tell how long it's been. I have my dead body miniatures or whatever. But anyway, it is also in a Winter Guard uniform, though.
Any reason why they'd be this far out that I know of?
They have been known to protect the outlying hamlets and villages. That's not uncommon, but unless they were looking for something very specific.
Can I kind of investigate the body to see if I see any distinct markings of like what killed it or anything like that?
Well, you're gonna have to you're not gonna be able to do it from that far away.
Yeah, oh, I know. Well, I will look at him and say, "Watch my back."
I'm gonna go up to the door while he's going
Which
at
one?
it. This
Movement.
Yeah.
So there is. Okay, so that is one half of a door. The other half is missing.
Okay.
So that's what That's what it basically represents. The one on your left, basically. So there's an opening there. There's this double set of doors that are closed on this side over here. The double set of doors where the body is, one of the doors is partly open. Okay.
And I would also like to just make a quick check for any traps or anything on the way as well.
Okay. Roll.
Okay. So what is that? It's just
Investigation.
and I'm at disadvantage. I know I'm at disadvantage. You don't have to remind me.
You're at disadvantage.
Okay, 8. Investigation is 16.
You
total.
think you see a normal room.
A normal. Okay, so then I'll move
Um,
slowly
I
up to the
wanna-
body.
He's laughing because the way I word that is.
Oh yeah,
I want to,
nerve wracking.
Yes.
since we're indoors, I want to coat my short sword, and I wanted to investigate with him. Well, he said somebody have his back. I want to be behind him.
So let's do one thing at a time.
Okay.
So you're coating your sword while he is looking for traps.
Cutting my sword.
And then once he thinks that there's not any traps there, and I think you probably verify that as well too, right?
Yes.
And then I don't see anything either. Then you go up. Okay.
Okay.
And while they're doing that,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna just be looking around that room and looking up on the ceiling. And
Oh,
check around.
good thing you did. Roll me a perception check. Why is it gotta be a black? Why y'all up with the black thing?
I'm just saying.
It's a white pudding.
I've never seen that. Is it scarier?
White pudding. No, just what? I'm sorry.
Is it afraid of all the other puddings?
But he doesn't care because the system's built by him. Whatever. I'm
Is
sorry.
this like passive or is
Get rid of those.
it like a passive perception?
And Jolie's over going, I don't know if I should laugh or just throw things at Wade at this point.
Or
You know,
I'm
Why
gonna
not do
cry.
both?
We have to do it at a disadvantage.
Like somebody laughing or throwing something. I was like, why not do both?
Did you roll your perception check?
I had to roll it twice because I forgot the disadvantage.
Yeah.
that's my dice.
Good thing we're upstairs.
I guess
Because they're all rolling so crappily.
I would have that effect.
Yes.
Because
Which
it's
is gonna be
lucky
lucky.
bonuses for +3.
I,
He's got mini
So I
traps.
had 5.
they're
Huh?
tonight.
That's just to notice things.
These are
around.
brand new. They haven't been jaded.
5.
Y'all should probably raise your
Well,
dice.
disadvantage.
Yeah, but they're the D6.
But I am looking.
What Tracy?
Check it out.
You said what Tracy.
I don't
16.
have a problem.
You have a problem.
So you're looking around, you don't see nothing until you see the movement.
I
And then
know
it's.
I have a problem.
No movement.
Yeah.
I'm listening to those.
That one.
You know, snuggly with a sarcophagus and take a nap.
If you would, so put him
Uh-huh.
in the entrance of the room.
Right here.
Yeah, that's put
Can I say my platypus? Like,
that, and I will point to where I would like that one to go.
It's as big as he is.
You don't want the platypus?
Right next to him,
Jolie
Right
has
there.
a platypus.
as he comes
Zeke
off
does
the
not.
ceiling,
Oh,
and is attempting to bite you. So he rolls an 18 on the die, which means he does bite you. It is a very
My platypus is just with you.
large.
So I said my platypus.
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
know
I would know you're better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
The mini's not out. I just want to say he's with you. That way I know what I can see.
Oh yeah, it's platypus baby.
Yeah, because I can.
I know it's going to be a spider.
3 points of damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
I got that hurry up though.
I would want the Constitution saving throw.
Is it disadvantage too?
No.
Because it's safe.
That'd be wrong.
Oh crap. 8.
Okay. You feel the poison enter your body, and then you feel a burning sensation on the periapt as it immediately flows down your arm and neutralizes where.
Did
Good job.
did you scream?
I'm
Actually, I got advantage
fairly
on
sure he
that.
screamed like a little girl.
Okay, so we all know it's there now.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Hey.
he's got.
I
He's,
got advantage against poison too. Cause I got a.
It's, so you did not get poisoned, but you took a bite damage.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is that you feel the poison,
But then it was cured.
and you've got the amulet basically that has neutralized it.
Okay.
I'm just giving you a spell effect. That's all.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay.
But in the future, I gotta remember I got advantage on poison too. Stupid spider.
Oh no, yeah, you're just gonna get.
I was just
attacked.
investigating. Huh?
Oh yeah, you're just another 18. How about that? I love that. How about this one?
All right.
What's your AC?
16.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What about him?
Actually, on your head, he drops down from the ceiling,
I'm putting him right there.
so that's good.
So you guys didn't look up. Nobody looked up.
Well, so she had this drift globe, and then she decided to what? y'all were like talking about dark now and all
You told me
whatever.
it was
So
already out.
it was out. And you put it down, and y'all are looking, and you're saying, "Oh, a body!" And you're looking all on the floor and looking around and going like this. And it wasn't until you go, I look up, and all of a sudden everybody's like, "Yeah, let's look up." And
I'm sorry, guys. I won't look up.
so they're spiders,
Yeah.
and they're jumping down. So I am going to give you 4 points of damage,
4 points.
and I need a Constitution saving throw. Yes, sir.
We need to go down there and help them.
You need to stay upstairs and keep the horses safe.
Our
I
only
can
way
go
out.
downstairs.
I
I
can
can go
have
downstairs.
some
Yo,
I'm gonna use one of my talismans and add a D4 to a failed save,
I
just in
forgot about
case.
that. You have to
Okay.
focus on
So I can do that 4 times.
Fire platypus.
I can do that 3 times per day.
Okay.
Oh,
It's there.
Okay,
I just
so
can't
that's
leave.
a-
If I go out of it, it disappears.
So once you stay in there,
Constitution, that's a 10. So
I can go downstairs.
Yeah,
I'll immediately tell
Okay.
you he's there. Go.
So let me, on top of the damage you just took,
the 4.
you're gonna take 11 points of poison damage.
Wait, why do you hate me?
Wow.
All right,
I mean, hit points doesn't man have.
173.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Okay.
And
What the hell did I miss last
no,
week?
and
Yeah, I'm poisoned.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
now you're paralyzed.
Oh,
Mm.
why? Why does this always happen to me?
Oh, maybe you're just.
Lucky.
All right.
You cursed me.
How? What did I do?
I don't know. You did it. Not really. Not really.
No, it's okay. I get. I'm kidding.
So where was your character at?
Right
Behind
next to me.
him.
Right behind me.
Wait, do you have the platypus mini?
Yes.
Somewhere.
Go look for it.
Yeah, it's in the under the dice tray.
I
One.
just had to be goddamn curious.
Under
the
yeah, in
first
that one.
fucking
It's in there
time.
I was
somewhere.
about to say, wait, you're following him? I was like, that's uncharacteristic. This will backfire.
I'm rolling a 12-sided die on a 1 through 6. The other spider will attack you, and it's a 5. So
Nice.
see if I can roll another 18. I'm already 2 for 2.
Same spider that got me is going after her, right?
Alrighty then.
That's
That's a natural 20. Oh,
That's not what you want.
the
Phil,
one
you
time
need to look
you
up next
follow.
time.
I'm never helping anyone. Never.
Yo, she
Hey,
never
percentile
helps.
dice, please.
I'm pretty sure the spider's gonna kill him. You'll be just ride back home.
This one and another one?
I need you to witness. I need a witness.
Yeah.
I'll let it ride.
Percentile dice, please.
Goodness gracious.
Don't roll high.
Don't roll low.
Don't roll.
66.
Damn. 66.
Wouldn't have mattered, let's be honest.
Yes, it would.
This much.
I mean,
3 off.
you might
think
lose
this is
a
it.
limb. You might die.
I think this is it. I'm just gonna.
Don't look too excited.
Don't ever do it.
I'll play her on the ground.
Don't discourage her from ever helping again.
It's too late. Like,
She's gonna go back to backseat driver. So.
Hey, put this one next to Sylve. Upside down.
You rolled in that once.
Yeah.
Oh, you jerk! Oh,
You said crit hit. I didn't say crit hit. Because if I would have said,
Well
oh,
done, sir.
I need to roll again.
well done. Yeah, well done. Well done.
So you see this. You see this spider drop down off the ceiling, right? And attack him. He gets bitten. Boom, over he goes, right? And you're like, you take your sword, and about that time, another one falls, and you just sort of whack it. and you're not, and you don't. It's not like you did damage to it, but you stunned it, and it's upside down, and it's like. And that's where we're at.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's it.
On
I'm
site?
about to do an entire fight as a platypus.
This is all he's ever wanted.
Has anyone looked up?
He
Well,
looked up
now all of y'all are at different things are
Are
so
there more? Is it like
even.
Ask you too many damn questions all the time.
Shut up.
10. That's not gonna hit your. Okay, so you get this one. that jumps,
Billy Mays, spider
literally
people.
jumps, and put him actually right next to the platypus,
Oh, poor baby.
but trying to attack ZZ.
Okay, right behind him, you mean?
Sure,
Okay.
sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So you get lots of hoots, hollers, hissing from the spiders going on, and your perception to the drunken master, you would probably think that's probably what caused the desiccation of that winter guard soldier that's in that one tomb area. And now let's go to initiative.
Do I need to roll initiative separate to the platypus, or?
Depends on what the platypus is going to do anything. If not, you can roll for yourself and your
he's-
platypus.
He's gonna be fighting.
Okay, so let's
That's what I was
just
just
roll
looking
your
at.
initiative like it was you.
Okay.
Okay.
6.
That was mine.
Okay.
Let me look up the platypus stats.
Of course, I roll pretty high on initiative that I'm not going to.
So you can be the first one to lay there.
Yep. But in case something happens, I get up.
Welcome to Billy Mays' Incredible Spider Emporium. But wait, there's more.
Oh wait, there's more.
Whoa!
And they're all laying eggs in my face.
Oh, do we need to switch to battle cam?
No.
Oh no, they're anus layers.
You said anus layers?
Do we-
No.
You're thinking of the spiders down the road.
Huh? Is it? No, okay.
It couldn't get any worse.
I mean, I was like, how the fights nobody really wants to see it right now, right?
God, did they have?
No,
when they
you're
hatch,
right.
Did they go like back on the anus, or did they?
Does anybody got 20 plus?
Oh, what are we rolling for?
Initiative.
Yes, 22.
22.
12.
That's such a good angle.
What's your modifier?
Freaking Mike, what's the deal with you tonight?
It's frozen. No.
Look at your card.
Oh,
if you
wait,
need to.
what else do we have to?
That'd be so much
Uh,
easier. I forgot I had this.
Well, I gave it to you.
Oh, okay,
Take it
thanks. 14.
Okay,
18.
Plus
That's a
3.
15, right?
so 23. And you got what?
22.
Oh, sorry.
Nice.
14.
18.
Will we verify it? Yes.
16.
Okay, hold on.
Plus 3.
Yeah.
So anybody else in the 20s? 19?
Oh, sorry.
18? And you're upstairs, though?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know something's going, well, maybe.
Yeah, he does
Yeah,
have a
I mean,
platypus.
because we
Yeah,
have
I can
platypus
see through the
and
eyes of the
we're-
platypus, so I just told him.
17? 16? 15?
16.
16. 15? 14?
Me.
Okay. 13? 12? 11? 10?
Here.
Alright.
Take and roll in here.
And 10? Is that a 9? What'd you get, Brian?
6. Oh my goodness.
Percival got 7.
Okay.
I like my alcohol.
Well, you were, this is, we can just say that you were, as you were looking up, you literally was like, and then it's there. So, all right. What would you like to do? Well, don't. I wouldn't put it on.
You guys remember where
He's
we
gonna
was?
die.
I think you're just gonna see smoke. Just a fog.
Yeah.
Greenish fog.
That's one.
No,
I get it.
There's gonna be some darkness,
Okay.
and then it's
I was taking some.
move towards the edge of the door, and from that angle, shoot one arrow.
At
The one that I can see, which is
Sylph, the
I don't
road.
know the names.
He's down.
Yeah, I probably did the one that's up.
Okay. So roll. So it gets real dark at the end of the chamber, where it looks like it continued on, but it collapsed. It gets kind of dark in that area, and then we get some type of smoke rolling out, and
15 versus AC.
did you get any of the modifiers there?
Mhm.
What was that? Okay, 15 on your AC.
No, 22.
Okay, so an arrow goes whizzing by you
Mm-hmm.
and misses. Okay. Elliot.
Don't die.
I assume that I noticed the one behind me.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Did it make noise?
Oh, absolutely. It made a very awful spider screaming sound as it jumped.
So it's what you just described.
Yeah, that's exactly what I just told you.
You want to tell them about the smoke there?
I did.
Okay. It's directly on them, the two, the one laying down and the one that's right next to him.
Okay. So the smoke was not rolling up from the end of the area. The smoke starts coming up from the floor.
Okay.
So basically you have a misty, smoky coming up area around the body.
Okay.
And it will do...
Next turn.
Okay.
Alright.
So
I'm going to turn and
Their turn.
attack the spider
with...
my axe, my hand axe.
Okay. I didn't know if you had your bow.
No.
No. Okay.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
And
Okay.
something this tight, I don't think I would.
No. Smart move.
So I am going to attack it
Okay.
twice. Oh man, you rolled so hot and then you suck. Does a math 14 and a 15.
Neither one hit.
Neither one hit. Whipped it.
So these things are, fair, even though they're just as not in a sense big as you are, they're actually very agile, and so you're, and it's like.
Well, since I am 2-weapon fighting, I can, because I use both my attack actions.
Mm-hmm.
So 2-weapon fighting, I can bonus action attack. I'll do that.
Okay.
It was a nat 1.
Oh. Aren't you special?
They went and bought these dice, and I guess I wasted all the 20 on them.
Well, you need to roll your percentile dice.
Yes, sir. Exciting.
No, it's not. Don't die.
I rolled a 41.
Wait, so you're
Your head explodes.
Probably.
You spontaneously combust.
Hey, then you can see.
You just seem like shaking in blood.
The fuck hasn't even been.
36%. Okay, so roll me percentile. If you roll 36 or lower, let me know.
Oh,
gosh.
oh, honey.
Blade's like, I'm not trying
So
to kill you.
in the all the activity of that spider jumping down, everything else, it's got this. You thought it may have been like doing webs or something like that. It turns out to be this kind of icky stuff that you end up slipping on. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. 50-50 of which side you're losing. You're losing a weapon.
Okay.
Okay. So let's do 50% right. Anything above 50% is going to be the left hand axe.
That works.
As you're trying to catch yourself as you fall.
So.
Yes, you're falling, by the way.
So the higher 50
Just pick one.
is going to be my left.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought you would go through the other side too. I was like, why?
Alright, 81, so that's my left.
Okay. So you're able to get rid of one of your hand axes and helps you keep from taking any damage, but you are prone.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Anything else you cared not to do? I mean,
Hair too.
Rude.
what?
Well, I still have movement. Can I at least get up? Or is that not possible?
I hate his face when you said that. He was like, move.
What? Do I want to talk to you? No. What? Good. I'm good. Thank you. Am I sure I'm good? I know. I looked in the mirror. I said, "Damn, I'm good."
This guy. Don't look at me like that.
Yes.
I want you to roll percentile dice for me.
You want me to roll?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
What else could go wrong?
53.
So you can attack 3 times.
Dual.
Ooh, I do.
So take this. Yeah. Okay. So as you fall,
Yep.
and now you're attempting to get up, the spider tried to bite you.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, we'll put you back on your feet.
Okay.
We're good with that. But the spider now is like the second set of the stairs, so it's 10 feet in. As he tries to bite you, it didn't turn out exactly how he intended that to happen, and now he's not near us. I would give you an attack of opportunity as they get. So roll.
Is that an automatic hit?
It's not an automatic hit.
Okay.
You're gonna roll.
Okay.
And if you hit the AC, that you're able to, as they're doing their critical miss thing,
Right.
they're
11.
Can the platypus get an attack?
Please.
yeah, I mean,
11.
no, you're not quite quick enough to be able to do that.
It's a natural 18.
Nice.
So
The Aarakocra
it's a
did.
plus 0 to hit, so 19.
It hits.
It does 1 damage, and it has to make a Constitution saving throw of 11, or else it's poisoned. Just have little like poison burrs on them.
Okay. So he takes 1 point of damage, but he's now 10 feet away.
It's 10 feet up the stairs, you said?
Yes.
Up the stairs. It's okay, I'll come down.
Okay.
Well, God, I wish I could have hit with that. Not the platypus.
Eli.
Yes, sir. I guess I'm coming down the stairs.
Okay. Roll me a dex save.
Oh, no.
On the stairs.
Go ahead and get the disadvantage, baby.
So I rolled a 6.
And what is your dexterity?
No, I rolled a 3. And
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 6. So
6 total.
Put him prone next to the spider on the stairs. In your haste and the snow, you slip. Not a big deal. He didn't take damage, but it's gonna hurt in the morning.
Yeah.
Just saying.
We're just
Yeah, we're just gonna go. Ronnie, make a Constitution saving throw.
Miss.
Ah. 16.
No, that's not
No,
gonna.
17.
That's not gonna make it either.
That's
No, I'm just messing.
Okay, I was like,
I'm,
well, Frank.
I'm messing. No, I'm sorry.
He's in the cloud too.
Yes, he is.
You gotta make another one.
Okay, make another one.
I don't like you right
So you wake up. You're not paralyzed. You were there, and you're going.
18.
You made it.
Okay.
So you're gonna take half damage.
Oh, sweet. So you wake up going, oh, this stuff, that's coming up from the ground.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's not good.
Okay.
And as you breathe it,
That's 16.
16?
that's half damage. What did you land it?
No, wait a minute.
It
That
could.
was a 40. So,
I should switch dice. Hang on a second.
so you're not paralyzed. Would you like to get up?
24. Yeah. I'm going to stand up.
Then we'd have to walk.
Because I'm half moving, I can't really do anything. Sorry, didn't think I was going to make it, so I wasn't really prepared to. I'm going to, cast Burning Hands this way
Okay.
on it and the other one. Catch both of them in that kind
Sure, I can do that.
And the corpse.
Yeah,
Get it all
so
nice and
Burning
fast.
Hands.
Thawed out.
Well, the corpse is on his left. He should be able to get the 2 spiders, no problem. And a lot of webs.
Yeah. Anybody looked up?
So that's.
Oh,
Now they're too busy falling.
I'm prone, right?
Yes.
So am I looking up?
Sure.
That is a 16 to hit.
Okay, 16 hits.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's 5d5 damage. 5d6 damage. 6, 10, 14, 17 points of damage total.
Go.
Both of them.
Okay.
Okay.
You can remove those 2. They are.
They're gone?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
With the arrow thing, that's what that way.
All right. So
Okay.
give these to you.
You stood up, you
That's
attacked,
half damage, or half movement to stand up, correct?
and you're already at half.
I was already at half, so that was I'm at quarter speed, so which is like nothing.
One step.
I'm going to look at Sylv and say, sorry, and I'm going to Misty Step 30 feet back.
So another spell.
Yeah, so I'm out.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, back here. You're just gonna be, sorry, I'm out. You can walk still.
Saving throw.
Did you not even a meat stick? You're just like you guys are definitely. Saving throw? Yeah.
What is it?
It's a Constitution save.
Constitution saving throw. So.
So think of what it would
You
say
want to roll high.
Oh, okay. Because I've been doing that all night.
So I mean, it's time to do it. What's your Constitution?
11.
You did not make it.
You?
Oh no.
It's okay. I mean.
So this noxious vapor, this greenish, icky, nasty, it's feeling like it's actually just grabbing the inside of your chest. And as it does,
18 damage.
18 points of damage.
It rolled the highest it could
You're
possibly
coughing.
I'm sorry.
Why do you hate me? You don't even know me.
Give me
So glad you came.
Hey, good to see you, man.
Yeah, it's so good. Hey, you feeling her? I'm with it. We got this thing where she leaves me to die consistently, and like she's been dying.
Well, this is why. So
Yeah, hey,
this is some
I'm here
good
for it. I'm looking up, laughing my ass off.
On your back. Looking up, going, ah!
I'm looking up. At least.
What's the
You're up the
radius
stairs.
of
You're
the
looking
cloud?
down.
It's 20 feet.
20
She's
feet,
below.
so
And
I'm
it
out
was
of
centered
it, yeah.
where you were.
Yeah.
And it,
So I just make sure I got.
The fire, right?
yeah, and you can tell at this point that it's moving.
I had to
Towards
wait,
us.
I don't know if I still do.
Just so you know.
Yeah, thank you.
It doesn't change your
You'd be able to see that.
that was from the cloud, you said?
I was doing fire either way.
I have absorb element.
Wouldn't suggest.
He doesn't have a fungus growing in his back.
Yeah.
She doesn't need it anymore.
No?
We think.
And you
I'm
haven't
asking-
cast,
I'm
you haven't
waiting for
cast absorb elements.
Oh,
Well,
I did.
It's your turn.
You did?
Yeah, I left.
nervous.
Oh, I'm fine.
Oh, you're trying to. Oh,
Yes.
wait one.
We're at half minute.
Oh.
Yeah, exhaustion.
Okay, so
Says the guy.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
that was in the door, the open door. No. Where y'all were, the body was.
Right
That
here.
see where I sort of blacked in.
Yeah, right here.
Come steps out of that door is a thing. A thing.
What's
Oh
that
no.
That's a zombie.
That's a gas.
It's a ghast.
That's not like the Minecraft.
Can we pass that so I know what it looks like? Or do you
As long as you look the back. Okay.
Okay.
Here, I'll just hold it like this.
Quick, read all the stats. Elliot.
I know the stats,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter.
Damn
You don't look
Well,
at
it,
the back,
it
I'm
really
like
doesn't matter.
this.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You know why?
It really,
That's-
yeah, because you change
that's-
whatever you want.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So,
Okay.
That'd be so
That's smart.
And
I'm like, I'll hold it.
Yeah, that'd be so slick.
Freeze!
I got you. I'll hold it. You just take your time. You sure you saw it all?
Yeah, you just, hold on. Just look at it a little better.
Look
a little
at the
better.
hands.
You see that one
though.
spot
Look at
on
the
the
hands.
left?
Is that crossed?
No, never.
It's okay, I'll absorb it and use it too.
Don't ask me for shit, y'all. Ever again.
Can you do me a favor?
I
real quick?
didn't ask you to come with me.
You
just
said somebody come with me.
You said somebody watched.
so
my
it is going. It's going to try to claw you
Okay, and
with
I'm
its
gonna,
mouth open, and it's going to try to bite you if it can get his claws on you.
disadvantage.
Hmm?
I'm more at disadvantage. I'm wearing a cloak of displacement, and it confuses the enemy for disadvantage on attack.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
So the first attack.
Last campaign.
What? No, I bought it when we were in town.
13. It would
13
miss.
damage.
Does not hit.
Oh, when I bought my cloak.
The second one
Okay.
is a 15. That hits. Okay. And let's just say since he's only got the one claw, he's got a 50% chance of maybe getting a bite in. So I'll roll percentiles and they'll see. You want the lower or higher the number to be the one that hits you?
The one that hits me, the higher.
So he did not get the bite off. Okay, so the claw does
106.
9 points of damage.
Oh, that's
Times 10.
just a scratch, just a flesh wound.
And I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that went too big.
Oh yeah, you talking to what's her face last session?
Who? Level?
To what was the dragon lady?
Abigail.
I was like, hey, she's not that old.
Okay.
She's not that.
You feel it almost like your muscles are tightening up a little bit, but then you're able to break free. I need another saving throw of a Constitution again.
Is 8.
Wait, what?
That's a 6.
Oh, that's a 6, homie.
That's
Okay.
8.
So this thing is nasty. I mean, as in it stinks. Okay, and this on top of this fog stuff coming up, that's just on. And so now you've got this funk of a unholy nature also in your lungs.
Can I at least vomit it out? Jeez.
Oh, God.
And you're poisoned.
Lovely.
All right. But now you can move if you want to. That was just.
I'm gonna leave the scene just in case that was unclear, and also.
How far did you move her?
15.
It's half her movement. Okay.
Well, yeah, your movement's 30.
35.
Yeah. 15.
Close enough.
Yeah.
With all the stuff going on and the yeah, I'm thinking 15's good. 15's good. Okay. Zizi.
Me. Okay. I'm gonna hit the one that's by
Elok.
Elok.
Okay.
With my crossbow.
Nice.
Roll me a crit miss, please. I was just saying.
It just explodes in her hand.
It doesn't hit.
It's like sitting with the crossbow bolt in his forehead. He's just like, thanks! Elok's like, thanks.
Why? In the nub.
What'd you roll?
Doesn't hit. 11 total.
Okay, yeah, that, so it did ricochet off and go up the stairs and hopefully didn't hit one of the horses up there. But,
Whoops.
you want to do anything else?
As I'm just sitting up there meditating, just,
I thought it was impenetrable.
it just bounces off the dome.
Freaks him out for a second.
Impenetrable to everything except crossbows.
Yeah. It's like someone tapping on the glass of a fish tank.
Is it because it came from the bottom? Like it just... It's a sphere.
It's like when you go to an aquarium and you start tapping on the glass and the shark goes towards you. Like,
Totally. Did you want to do anything else? No? Okay, very good. Alright. Brian, it's not your turn. It is the spider's turn.
It's almost the platypus's turn.
it's almost the platypus's turn.
And the platypus did some damage.
17 on the die.
That's hit. Wait for it to be on fire.
Can I see Tasha's? Can I see Tasha's?
Oh, yeah. I thought you said toughness. I was pretty tough.
Tasha's.
Take 5 points of damage. I do want you to make the saving throw, please.
Nope.
Okay. But once again, your amulet sort of almost like it's on fire, burns, and it's burning the poison right out of you, even though that thing is doing its job, trying to really put it on you.
Nice.
Elok, you're the closest. It's gonna turn and try to get you. You know, since you're like on the ground, seems like you're advantage.
Saw that one coming.
Oh, what is that? What does that symbol mean?
Oh no!
No, you just killed Elok.
Not necessarily.
Roll to confirm.
I can get the worst end of
With
this.
advantage. I was gonna say if I rolled another nat 20, we're gonna be. But I do confirm. So I need percentile dice, please. This is.
It's just
Should have just stayed upstairs.
We don't usually use it this often
Yeah.
in such a short period of time.
So this is the scary amount.
What?
Yeah, this could be an instant kill.
You gotta make it so
Whoa.
everything-
this could be what?
Instant kill. It
What?
could be
I'm sorry, you said instant kill.
instant.
So 20.
Yeah.
Not the time you want to roll 20.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Is that 2?
no, it's a 2%.
That's a 2.
That's a 2. I apologize.
Or it's a 2.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
No.
Unless that's really bad news.
That's really bad, dude.
That's a fail.
Wait, no, I did mean a 20.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's
It's okay. It's good.
from 1 to 30. It's all the same. But I just was making
Okay.
face. Yeah, wait for Dave. Okay, all right, yeah. So
Just one tear as Q's laughing. Just one tear rolled down his cheek. That's great. That's awesome.
take 14 points of damage. It gets you good. Tags you real hard. And I need a Constitution save throw, sir.
It's okay.
You might want to make this one.
Yeah.
DC 18.
You said DC 18.
No, I did, but I was just messing with you.
Okay.
No, it's like 18.
Yeah,
That's 18. That's why I was like, did you say DC 18?
So you're taking half damage.
I made it.
So that's another
But at what cost?
12.
Yeah. Another, so 14 plus 12?
Yes,
Oh, it's not 26.
because it was a crit hit.
Yeah.
And you take a level of exhaustion.
Oh, so I'm at 3.
What is a third level?
This reminds me of something.
It kills you.
I've been here.
Yeah.
I've been here.
I've seen
Yeah.
you there.
Oh, damn.
3 levels of exhaustion
Warm, it's dry.
Oh, it's
Disadvantage
rough.
on attack rolls.
disadvantage on attacks and saving throws. Okay.
I am
Also, I need
Oh, that's not
a D6.
A D6?
Yep.
God damn, that's too many dice rolls.
What you here to do, brother?
6.
Where's the other?
And a
Right.
D6 again, please.
Oh, damn.
No, I'm sorry. No. So he got you in the right leg.
Oh.
Yep. So if you have to do some type of an ability check with the right leg, you also get disadvantage, but you're already at disadvantage.
I was about to say, can you get super disadvantage?
You can with me.
Okay. I was just making sure that I don't have to roll 4 and get the worst. Why?
It's disadvantage
Because
minus
something's
4.
wrong, and I'd like to fix this problem. That's just
All
so
right. It's
superstitious.
FP's turn. Blame me, Platypus. Sorry.
I was,
Speaking of, I'm gonna use him.
I was looking at you. I was like, what does man mean?
I'm gonna cast Dragon's
wait till I
Breath at
come
3rd
back 3
level
times
through the
and then it's
platypus.
At 3rd level?
Yep.
Where? Because there are people in front of you.
It's a 15-foot cone, so it's gonna hit.
So
But it's gonna hit you.
I thought that was a touch spell.
You can cast them at. You can cast any spell with the range of touch through the animal, through the platypus, but
Okay.
it has to have a range of touch.
If he agrees.
Yes. I'm not flinging him. He can control it.
No, I'm saying that he is opposed to having you cast a spell on him.
So he's not letting me.
I'm not. That doesn't mean it can't happen. It's an opposed. Okay. So
Okay.
he's going to roll a saving throw versus your spell casting.
Gotcha.
Okay. So what's your
He
spell?
has exhaustion, right?
He does,
14.
but it's not level 3s of
Yeah.
exhaustion. So what is it?
14.
14. All right. We don't know the stats of this guy, do we?
I have statistics here for him if you want.
Okay. Yeah. Because this is against his wisdom, I think. Oh no.
Wisdom is +1.
He does not make it. All right. So he has now got Dragon's Breath.
And
Okay.
Gonna have the 15-foot cone hit Eloch and the spider.
Yeah, absorb element.
It is fire.
It is fire.
Yes. I
Wait,
can
so
say.
I already have what resistance to fire because
You had.
yeah, I was about to say I didn't know. So do I have resistance to topaz now?
Splinters.
you took
I have
resistance to
resistance to
gems.
splinters. What? What?
You can't. Well, you can't.
You no longer have that the
Resistance.
traits of a red dragonborn.
So dragonborns are usually resistance to some element. Which one is it?
You have yet to discover.
Oh,
We're gonna find out if it's
it's
fire.
I mean, I'm already absorbing half of it, so.
It's just like
Yeah, you have
You
to
have
make
resistance
a.
to pretty rocks.
You and the spider have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex? Oh, I got you, homie.
And the spider is does a 13 make it?
The DC is 14.
Okay, it does not make it.
20.
20. Okay, so you take
Your
half
saving
this.
throws are at disadvantage.
Yeah. Three.
Oh God!
Oh.
Remember when you were making fun of me for leading the pack?
Yes.
Hey, by the way, just for facial expressions. And you can't use it on this roll, by the way.
That's 17.
You don't say so.
But you absorb damage? Yeah, you absorb half.
What is it?
Toasty lizard.
No.
8 damage, yeah.
God,
You
So
ate all. He ate all of it.
Yeah.
The spider
Spider
goes
takes-
away.
Yes!
Sorry, man.
At what cost?
Eli?
8 of my
Yes.
damages. Hey, but I get to hit with it next time. So
That's
I
true.
was gonna say, he could
No,
channel.
it's what you pop at it because you only have.
Man, the platypus is doing work.
it is, man.
He be coming in clutch.
He's more useful than I am right now.
You're gonna have to bond with your platypus
I
after
don't know.
this.
I wouldn't say not useful because you're definitely our only way out, my guy.
I'm
The
literally
carts
just,
and the horses.
I know, I'm literally just meditating with the horses right now.
All right, Zach. Let's get you to earn your keep. What do you think? I'm thinking he's got a pissed off platypus that got a spell cast on them that he wasn't overly thrilled about,
I will say the platypus
and he
controls
is
the fire
thinking
breath.
about going up the stairs. Now, let me ask you this question: what percentage chance do you think that he would decide to do that, based off of the fact that he turned him into a flaming fireball?
I've heard the stories.
Yes.
The
What do you
tails.
I thought you guys made up.
Oh no, he totally was gonna be. We laughed at him when he lost his fingers. Remember?
Oh my god, he was
I
on
thought
back.
I thought that made us even.
Yeah.
No,
I think, I think he's probably pretty likely to run up there.
So we'll give you a percentage.
75.
75%.
5. He hates you.
That doesn't mean he'll attack you. I'm just saying he's.
He wants to talk.
I'll tell you what. I don't even want to roll. I want you to roll them. So
Oh, you brought it
the
up
lowest
to share with
25
us,
is what you're
right?
shooting for.
Okay.
That, and he will continue doing what you want him to.
Nope, that's 37.
Okay, so put him at the top of the stairs.
He only, wait, he has a movement of 10 normally, so he can move 5 feet up those stairs.
Okay, so he moves 5 feet up the stairs. That's fine.
He's got a long time for this
Makes
conversation.
one
He's got a
angry
lot of time to think.
I have a lot of time to this.
Well, he actually got 15, but he slipped in the ice that you slipped on.
He is
And,
very
he
able
went
to
back.
walk
Oh,
around.
yeah.
But when
Brian, it's your turn now.
Buddy.
I'll just,
Alright. Let's hit this spider. I'm gonna
I'm gonna burn a key point and just blast this. You just gonna use your boomerang as a club?
No, I'm full of hand axe.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Nobody loves you, Logan. Shut up.
17.
You don't piss my dog off.
17.
17 hits.
We both
I feel bad because everybody jumps up with my dog. I'm like, Aaron, Charles.
I'm gonna
8
stop for a
damage.
few hours. I love it.
Yeah, he goes away.
I'll just take the dog with me.
He's my cousin.
No, you're tickling up yourself even more.
All for stains.
He's got this whole thing where he smears himself in peanut butter late at night.
That's not with the dog. That's just me.
What'd you think I was gonna do with the dog?
You stop.
Smear peanut butter on him and leave it up.
Duh.
Listen,
I would appreciate if you didn't pet my dog the rest of the night.
All right, I won't pet him.
or touch him.
It's not heavy petting. I mean, hello.
Oh no.
All right. Brian? Yeah, what do you want to do?
I'm moving back out here.
Okay.
Did you kill it?
Yeah. Well, I'm right there. I figured that's as far as I can move. I got a 35 speed, but if you half it, it's about 15 or so.
Okay.
Just because I think everybody's forgotten about it, that smoke is still there.
And coming your
And
way.
it's coming your way. It is about 5 foot in front of that gas right now.
Would,
And it's
would
your-
I see that when I come
I'm
in?
sorry, I said that. It's directly on top of you now.
So I move out in it? Do I,
Well, he wasn't there when you originally started moving out, but it was already moving when you came out, and when you got as far as you can get, and it caught up with you. That makes
I
sense.
should have stayed in the room.
So whoever's the most forward right there,
Me.
it is your nose is touching it. Like it's
Yeah,
the
I
square
took all
right
the
in front of you.
damage from it.
It's the square right in front of you.
Okay. And it's your go.
That's why I'm.
Who's the dude on the ground in the corner?
He
Dead.
did. He was one of the dead bodies.
Oh,
Desecrated
okay.
bodies. But we know what happened to him, so we can move him.
I thought that was one of us. I was like, should we go get him?
Actually, this is Luke. No.
No, tis me.
It used to be one of us, but I've changed minis.
That's fine. It's familiar.
Got multiple targets now.
Yep, sure do. You do.
And there's no reason
You got the door.
for me to build anything. That darkness, they see a dark spot, right? This dark spot is on the ceiling in the back of this hallway.
No. Yeah. Fine. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So it is down on the ceiling up there, and I'm shooting 2 arrows.
Who do you want to choose?
That's what I'm gonna find out.
You had the one that you attacked earlier, and then you have a new target. And as well, so you have some that are a little bit farther out.
It's gonna be the one on the left farthest up, and the second one on the right there.
So
There's
the
also-
tiefling and the dwarf.
Yeah.
There's also a platypus angrily glowing fire.
You can laser point it and make sure you.
Yeah, we know what we're talking about now. Those 2, you got them.
All right.
I'll call for that later, I'm sure.
Okay. First one first. Monk, right?
Yeah. 17 plus.
17 hits, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Brian?
I'm going to use my deflect missiles and I'm going to catch it.
Freaking love monks. Oh my gosh, it's so awesome.
One of my favorites.
Is that a roll of anything or?
Let's see.
You just spent 2 points.
I use
No.
my reaction to deflect or catch the missile. When you are hit by a ranged weapon attack, when you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus 8.
Okay, roll a 1d10
Nice.
7.
plus 15 points
15.
mitigated.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you reduce that to 0, you just get to catch it, don't you?
Yep.
And you
If
can
I
spend
reduce
So
it to
if you
damage
call
to
it
0
your-
and have a free hand, you can spend 1 Chi point to make a ranged attack.
Throw it back.
Yes.
Okay. I will let you throw it back. Okay. At disadvantage.
Because you can't see.
You can try to mimic the trajectory it took.
But I have to use a Chi point to do that too.
Okay. Do you want to?
Fuck it.
Do I have to? I can throw it in at
Anything you want, didn't you?
anything, right?
Yep.
So where did the arrow come from?
The darkness.
The darkness of the
Do
ceiling.
I see the ray thing there?
Yep.
Can I use a key point and throw it at the ray?
Yep.
I'll do that then.
Do not like it.
Monks are great.
Monks are awesome, aren't they?
They're my
Yeah, they
favorite
shot an
class.
arrow
Yeah.
and he fucking caught it. I always throw it.
Almost played a monk
Yes.
Nice.
this time around.
Uh,
Wizard,
19?
So,
19.
I'm glad we
Misses.
Me
Wow.
too.
No, I'm just messing.
Good.
He's
fighting.
I'm kind of sad we don't have a
Huh?
card.
You want me to roll the damage that does?
Actually, he's doing it.
What is
I've thought about double
D6
or multi-classing because it would make sense for my character.
plus
because she
plus
has prosthetics,
any
but I'm not sure.
dexterity modifier.
I might do it just Star Wars.
4 damage.
Okay.
He's gonna get another 6 of poison.
She's not religious yet. if
Because
she
he threw
wants
the arrow I shot at him.
Oh, it was poisoned arrow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there's another 6 damage on top of that.
So he's, but
It didn't
he's,
hit.
He hit the gas, right?
he's immune to poison.
I'm just telling you. They don't
Okay.
know.
No, I'm just telling you. They didn't, so he's dead. He ain't gonna take poison damage. So okay, but it doesn't seem to do as much as you think it would. It
Okay.
should. So, but good catch. All right. Next arrow.
That's a 19 on the dice.
It is.
Yeah.
So right, and then attacking you, isn't it? No, attacking
I
you.
was about to say, please.
You spend a key point
You
to,
wanna catch
To scream.
to scream.
Oh!
I'm getting picked on right now.
That's 14.
Damages?
And poison?
That's with poison.
Oh,
With
okay.
poison.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a persistent poison.
Oh.
Thank God.
Oh, and nice. Okay, my turn. So I'm gonna follow up with what I did earlier, Miss Sylv. The ghast is gonna follow up to you. So move the ghast up to Sylv's place. Yep. And he's got disadvantage, you said. Claw 1. 12.
No.
Didn't think so. Less. And then that means the bite's not going to go off. But... Okay. We're good to go. Elliot. Your go. So there is something definitely at the end that is dark and shooting arrows. Some of them have been effective, some of them have not been effective. All the spiders have been neutralized that you know of that were seen. So right now the only thing that you can see is a ball of darkness and a undead thing that wants to eat. No, nubs. He said nubs. He's looking for, yeah, you said nubs. He can eat a platypus and not take any poison damage. Because he's immune to poison.
What situation is everybody in right now? How's everybody looking?
I mean, I'm at full health.
I'm at full health.
Eloc looks like he's on the floor, looking at the ceiling. Ronnie's character does not look.
Looking too good.
Dwarf, right? In your dwarf.
I'm the
slightly hurt
Dwarf.
right now.
Dwarf?
Not dwarf.
I'm not the dwarf.
No, I didn't say dwarf.
Dwarf?
Thinking Tim Conway.
Tim
Dwarf.
Conway.
Yes.
Dwarf on
Dorn,
Dwarf.
right?
Yeah,
Dorn is.
Dorn is looking rough.
But Bird Lady, how are you looking?
Little Dern?
I'm good. Full health. That's great.
Just chilling.
Good. Good
Yeah.
to know that y'all are full health.
Alright.
Good to know.
I'm just anticipating
Bless you.
Bless you.
Well, I
Thank
guess
you.
I'm gonna.
Here, high
I
five.
can't really reach you right now because you're not happy with me. I can reach you.
Okay.
I would.
I'm gonna take these back.
Wait, no, what if it doesn't fire damage? It's not. That platypus is not doing anything.
Yeah,
That
I'm
platypus
going.
is-
I'm gonna
The piss platypus.
come up close to Ronnie, so I'm gonna use 15 feet. What do you got, 10 foot? I'm gonna use 2 runes on you.
Logan. I was going to tell him no, and then all of a sudden that happens, and I can't tell him no now. Logan, behave.
Contribute to the delinquency of a boxer.
You guys are skipping me.
Yeah.
He's a dragonborn too.
No, he's got dragon breath. That's completely different.
Look at his face.
Don't
Look
let
at
him
that
come
mouth.
He's like, you got food?
You got some mouse? You got some meat? Yeah.
What are you doing, man?
I am testing cure wounds on Ronnie.
Okay.
Like that, I want
Oh gosh.
He probably needs to go outside and
Or you.
Finish what he started.
Yes.
Alright, Ronnie.
What'd I do?
I tell you, and you magically gain 13.
Thank you. The power of love.
he was touching
Said
you.
the power of love.
He was touching you very closely.
Hey, friend.
Logan, you get a
Hi, baby. He's gonna knock over something. I just get
I
this feeling.
love dog. I love animals.
Yeah.
Me too. I love mine. But right now,
So you moved. You cast a spell. Now what? Is that it?
Yeah, think about what he's done.
Sorry, there's dog. Use another 5 foot to step closer, I guess. I'll step right there. And that's pretty much all I can do.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sylvan, need a saving throw. Constitution.
No.
Nice, that's great. No, it was a nat 20. What a waste. 22.
Okay. So the stench is not near as overpowering as it was earlier. Okay, your go. What do you want to do?
I want to, but I'm gonna stab it and then use my bonus action to dash and hide around the corner. I'm in front of a doorway.
Yep. So you're gonna
stab.
stabby, and then go around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay.
That is. What do you want me to roll?
I want you to roll to attack.
18 on the die.
18.
On the die.
Yeah. Okay. That'll hit.
Okay.
Barely, but it hits.
And then 1.
Barely. I remember that shit.
Alright, 6 plus 3.
Biggest liar to these guys. I mean, it just.
Oh, I know.
It's like, yeah,
7
barely hit.
damage.
Huh?
7 damage.
Okay.
And then let me go ahead and skidoodly bop me around the corner, please.
Skidoodly bop me around.
Yes.
How far?
Oh, yeah, but I don't think he's affected by it. Poison on the end of the short sword?
So it didn't seem to have any effect.
Okay.
He's immune to poison. Yeah.
Skidoodly bop.
Okay.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, he sure is. Right in the shadows. Tucked away from all you.
The Aarakocra.
The trackers of death.
Why did you give it back?
Just in case you needed to, because my turn wasn't for a while. I know.
You know, we got like multiple copies of this stuff around.
Whatsoever.
I heard that.
Yeah, I got a copy of each book.
Raisins and sticks.
It was right behind you.
You're speaking
It's just a plethora.
Mountain American.
Mountain American.
Yeah, that's what
Since Matt actually understood these things.
No mounting any American while you're here.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, I'd like to spend my action creating a protector ballista or eldritch cannon. Because I'm gonna
As
make
long as you're not using the platypus as a projectile.
I just pull a howitzer out of my pocket.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend an action and just eldritch cannon.
No. Please do that. That's amazing.
I just imagine it's the little gun from Men in Black. She just pulls it.
The cricket?
Yeah.
No, it looks like that.
Oh, it's a blunderbuss. Or a RPG one.
That's a cannon.
It's like an RPG.
It's a cannon.
It's a cannon. Then I'm gonna make a protector cannon. Yeah.
It only takes one turn to do that?
That's what
Yep.
I'm thinking. That's good.
That is right.
Yeah, I have a gun now.
Just.
Yeah.
And then
Hold on.
I'm going to spend my action to
It's not a gun.
come up behind. I'm gonna come up behind them like right here.
Okay.
Or my movement. And that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Making a cannon.
Okay, the spiders are all done. Alright. So,
He's taking a nap.
percentile dice for the platypus. We're still at, what, the 22% saying that chance that he will obey you?
He's doing angry hops.
When he gets up those steps, he is screwed, sir.
You better have a treat ready, is all.
Nope.
No.
52%.
Okay, so once again, so he's still moving up the stairs. Okay. Brian.
I just like to imagine he's just angry eyes. Waddling up.
What are his feet sound
I mean, it's a platypus going up steps. It looks awkward.
That's why it's taking so long.
Like Squidward step. Like,
There you go,
yeah.
Is the vapor stuff? Can you see that? Is it
The what?
the vapor cloud?
Yes.
It's mostly on the floor. It's a heavy gaseous, like cloud.
Where's it?
I say, if you guys
Is
get
it
into
right
the
in front?
stairs,
Can we
where
see
you
it
can see
actually?
down, I can.
Yeah, you
Yes,
can see
you
it.
can see it.
Next week,
Where's it at?
It's literally the next square in front of you.
Right, like are they in this square?
The square where the gas is, it is in that square.
Oh, okay. All the way across.
All the way across.
But you can see the gas if you want to throw thump at him.
Yeah.
Thump at him.
Easy for you.
What's that, Mike
I
Tyson?
feel like I'm Mike. Yeah, it looks like a Mike Tyson.
All right, I'm going back to the
ass.
boomerang.
Mama said
You don't have to do it like prison food, man. You can set it down. No one's gonna take it.
Debatable.
16 to
I don't
hit.
know, what is it?
Yeah, that is true.
Good point.
That shit.
There's shrimp, I think. I'm just reading the lid.
Shrimp and steak.
I wouldn't set it down.
12
Yeah, I
points of
wouldn't
damage
either.
with the boomerang.
Nice.
It's a good hit. It's a good hit.
It's a solid hit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to
Since you got a +1, right?
throw again.
It's not a hug, it's a choke.
Yeah.
She hits me.
No, I do not.
That? No, not that.
Not that. Dirty 20. 13 damage.
Nice. 2 very, very solid hits.
Hit.
And now it's having a hard time dragging that one leg, you know. So, all right. And any movement? You're gonna step back because the cloud is trying to come your way.
Can I tell how far is the cloud all the way back here, or is it just?
It's like right now it's like a rectangle. It's 20 foot wide and long. It's a square.
20 foot by 20 foot, and it seems to be like a carpet rolling. They see me rolling.
If my speed wasn't halved, I'd be in good shape.
Okay.
Everybody's literally this square right here.
Yeah,
That
I
exhaustion
wanted
really
to go
messed
the
you
other
up.
way, but I can't get across it.
You just take a little
Especially having that
It's
third
just a
level
little
of
bit.
Yeah.
exhaustion.
Oh, and isn't it poison? So
Yeah, and it's poison,
maybe
man.
you won't
Don't
get
you
damage?
dare.
I mean, do you have your shirt on or off?
I'm gonna back up to here.
Okay.
That sounds like you got your shirt on, man.
Top of the order.
That's me. It's 10 foot poison now.
Okay.
Is that a door? Did you peek behind the door?
She went
Yeah.
behind the entryway, so if you're keeping it in the hallway, then it won't affect her.
Okay.
It'll be next to her.
Then we're not gonna have that effect. I think it's just gonna go.
Just go straight with it. Okay.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
All right. And what would? And
I think at this point.
by the way, your globe of darkness
Yeah, it's gone.
falls,
I
and
dropped
they see.
Sure that everything is awful.
And you tell them.
At the end, right?
It's just,
really
it's
what
just,
it is?
it's just upside down,
Shooting from the ceiling.
shooting from the ceiling. Not that big a deal. 30 foot ceiling.
Not that big of a deal.
Is that really a dryer?
Yes, it is.
No.
You said a
Yeah.
Drider.
Drider.
So it's a drow rider?
It's a drow that was turned into a spider, a drider.
Oh, that's fun, dude.
Not really.
Yeah, he didn't think so.
Yeah.
He failed the test,
Oh, he failed a test?
Yeah.
and he got turned into a drider as a punishment.
Really?
How far
Because
away?
I know they worship spiders, right? Or they worship like a spider god or something like that.
So about 60 to 70 feet away.
So when you meet a drider, well, let's.
60.
So roll me knowledge nature.
New excitement.
Is that?
Is that 13? You said nature, so 15.
Okay, so yeah, general knowledge says that when drow get to a certain level of maturity in their religion, they have to go to a temple and they encounter a test. If they pass the test, then they get rewarded by their goddess. If they don't, they get punished.
Oh.
So we do know that this is an accomplished drow, or was at some point in time, but had failed the test.
What do you mean by he was an accomplished drow? So, like, was he?
I'll put it this way: in our terms, it was a pretty decent level.
Higher than us.
And the
then
god
it,
loved him
and
so
then
much,
it
gave
went to
him
do
more
a
legs.
test and it failed. And then it went to go do a test and it failed.
Correct.
Okay. What happens if you succeed? Out of character.
Whole spider.
Well, if it's out of character, it doesn't really matter, then, does it?
No, for me to you. What happens?
They get rewarded.
And what do you mean by reward? Like,
Well, it depends.
treasure?
It depends on their class. It depends on their standing and what the ruling house that they're in. There's a lot of things it depends.
Okay.
So, and you know, she's a chaos goddess, so there's ain't no telling
What kind of stuff? Okay.
So, okay. I don't believe you.
I don't either.
I might. Who's in the middle up there?
This one?
That dog is so
Yes,
happy
Just
right
some
now.
fat guy in a suit.
You're about to have 3 arrows come at you.
Go for it.
Just 3 of them. It's okay, dude. Hopefully you got shield.
You think I'd remember this after I look at it 2 times? It's plus 6. So 17. 17 versus AC?
17.
Roll all 3 hits first.
Math. 13. 17 hit.
Hits. Okay.
So 2 17s.
Yep. So roll arrow damage, and then have him roll for the poison.
Okay.
And then have him roll for the poison second time.
Okay.
2 arrows, right?
I got you. Then 13 for arrow damage.
Okay. And a Constitution saving throw.
I hate this dice, man. So Constitution.
There is no save. So I don't know what check here.
I thought it was a poison.
Yeah, it just says it doesn't.
Thought all poison.
For the poison condition, I guess you would have to roll
Yeah,
one.
it doesn't
but
have a poison
if
condition.
if it's just a poison, it just does poison damage.
I thought you were just giving him a nicety. Like, you don't have to take
Well, you failed it anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, roll poison damage.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they're
Roll twice.
11 more damage.
Alright, you said 13 on the first one?
Yes.
Yep.
Vertical surfaces. Yeah, like level.
So a total of 24 points of damage. As the 2 arrows hit you and you feel a poison coursing through you and making your movements a little more stiff. Lose 5 feet of movement.
Alright.
You'll stay stationary. That's it.
Okay.
The drider.
You know that your globe of darkness has fallen.
Correct.
And these are living, free beings in your space. Do you have anything that you'd like to say to them? Just to be, you know, because you're an antagonist, right?
I am an antagonist, that's true. Yeah, it's
You
a
don't
real
have to.
shield rider. And it's just like, hey, what are you doing here? No, it's like foaming at the mouth. This drider is straight up, it looks like it's hungry and angry. And if I could do a voice that like a Matt Mercer could do, I'd be happy to. But I can't. So it's not speaking anything you could understand, even if you knew the language it was speaking. It is enraged.
Anybody do Underdark? Undercommon? Okay. Nope.
Just imagine something like,
Yes,
Just
nobody speak the dark language.
it sounds like a Murloc
yeah,
off World of
just
Warcraft.
that many.
I just this one's from Warrior Pete's camp.
I know Elvish
Dude, I always think of
in
Zoidberg.
common.
Every time I hear that.
That's a smack on the head.
Oh,
Just imagine Zoidberg as a Murloc.
Angry undead.
I've got 2 choices.
What's your choices?
A tiefling
Oh, well,
And
I
what's
don't
the
like
other
that choice.
or a ranger.
That one sounds a little better to me, but
Yeah, but it's not a. I mean, he's kind of woody. Where a tiefling's already pre-cooked, right? From hell.
You need them both.
no, because they're resistant to fire. Just hit me.
There's probably a mod to get a Murloc in Warcraft, right?
Selfish.
That's
You both can
Zoidberg.
share the hit.
Probably.
Maybe the mud crabs in Skyrim.
Would you like evens or odds?
I'll take evens.
Evens that hit you.
Cool. So
79. It's not a U. So.
Sorry, buddy.
Woo!
And there's no disadvantage this time. How about that?
Logan, enough.
So, claw.
Neat.
Alright, I got one hit.
Oh, it's coming up here, right?
It's going up here, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll give it a 50% chance. It's 51, so it does not bite. Okay. So it is doing. Ooh. 12 points of damage. It slices you pretty good. And I need a Constitution saving throw.
Is it on fire?
Please. Huh? My candle?
Candle went out.
Oh, the wall was blocking the candle. I was like, I see smoke. This doesn't seem right.
It's out of wax.
You said Constitution?
Mm-hmm.
15.
You make it. Or you'd have been paralyzed.
Yay! Bless you.
Oh, can't you just sneeze like a normal person, Mike?
No, I didn't want to sneeze everywhere. I held it in. I think I broke a rib.
Brain aneurysm.
But it's your go.
Oh, that's a good point. It is.
Okay. All right. So
Not your go.
Not my go. Oh, it's his go.
Yeah, okay,
Still thinking about Zoe's bird Murloc.
Do you drink whole milk because you think you're fat? Because you're like, you could totally drink.
You did it wrong.
I know I did, but that's all right.
I'm gonna take 2 slashes against the
Give some dots.
fella creepy thing in front of me.
Not eating your tots, damn it.
Give some dots.
Yeah, make roll.
Do eat your green bean casserole. God.
I'm taking 2 swings.
Chickens have like large talons. Go ahead, just do it, man. I apologize for anybody that's watching this, and I'm being totally awfully, anyway. Go ahead.
19 and 16.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I think he's saying they'll
Yep.
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding. We have one.
6.
Chicken dinner.
So it's 12 damage together.
12 damage together.
Yeah.
It drops.
Okay.
Still trying to claw at your arm, but it's slowly and it stops. So.
Okay.
Ronnie, you want to do something, or you just want to stand there and bleed?
I'm gonna do something.
Okay.
Can I use
The gas just dropped.
The gas is out.
Oh yeah, shoot.
We're out of gas.
We're out of gas. I like that.
You do that too much.
Who, me?
Him.
Oh, yeah.
He's dying.
I sort of like. I was just out of the blue on that one. I was like,
I'm going to move 15 back, 1 behind him. And now let's see Big Boy down here. 2 Eldritch Blast. Straight
okay.
at him.
You said 2?
2.
Nice.
I can cast interaction now. So there's double 19, so that's a 28 to hit on each.
Barely.
Don't do me like that, dude.
He said miss.
Yeah.
And then I would just pass out and,
Yeah,
and
good.
okay. So that's a 9 and an 8. 9 plus 5 is 14, plus an extra 3 points of fire damage because of my genie pact. So that's
You're a 3D pact.
the 3D pact. I like to say genie. 13, 16. So that's 29 points of damage total
Wow.
Wow.
Good one.
with 2 hits.
Nice.
You want to keep track of it, or do you want me to?
I bet.
Anything else you want to do?
Free action, can I just tell him to stay out of the fog? Just yell out, stay out of the...
He tells you to stay out of the fog.
Not him, them.
Yells back in comment. Thanks, bro.
Got you.
Oh, I do!
Peace
I'm going to tell the
out.
party to stay out of the fog.
What'd you do?
Huh?
What'd you do?
I Eldritch Blast him twice for 20-some points of damage. 29 points of damage, and then...
So. You hear, stay out of the fog. As your... Thanks.
Let me, first of all, let me investigate the room I'm staying in. There's no spiders or something like that?
Yep, you're good.
Don't look
Okay,
up. Don't look up.
I mean, I've been looking up for like 4 turns.
That's what screams every time I kiss us.
A, B, C, D. Can I use one of my chunks of restoration and cure poison on myself?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Jill, you lose the poison status?
Yes, please. I'd like to not die today. And I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay.
In the shadows, being spooky.
Sneaky, sneaky rogue.
So, if you won't do the voice, I will.
Dude, thanks.
Warm in flesh and tender muscle. Such nice, wonderful gift. Now scream, my pretties, and I will eat you alive.
So don't scream, guys. Don't scream. There's no stipulations.
Deep
Screaming,
breaths.
getting eaten.
Deep,
Deep breaths.
deep breasts?
Deep
That's
breast?
exactly what I said.
Like
I caught every
concave?
word I said.
Okay, I totally missed that.
Like concave.
Deep breasts,
Oh,
so
God.
so that you got to put tissues in there to get it just come flat.
Oh, just to get it
Yeah.
flat, man?
Hey, bonus. Alright, who's the next after Sylv is ZC!
Me! Okay. So who's hurting real bad right now?
I'm good.
I haven't had a lot of sleep.
The Drider raises its hand.
The both of us are hurting a lot.
Okay.
The ranger who said he wanted to get killed said he's getting killed.
Yeah, I think that's what I heard.
That's fair, yeah.
This
I didn't
is
think about that.
so pretty much
Where did
these
he go?
three. Since they're all within a 10-foot radius, these three, which I believe is our ranger,
Right, Ronnie was.
you, and him.
Why are you so on the ground?
I don't know, dude. I think I got skipped.
I did skip you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, go ahead, ZC, and then we'll have you go.
Okay.
You
And
hit your head. You're stunned.
the three players.
For a while.
That's what I was like, man, why are you still on the ground?
Yeah, the whole turn didn't choose to get up.
You're kind of far. I can't do that. Yeah, sorry, buddy. Actually,
Oh, I shoot the
I'll let him.
platypus in the
Can he
ass.
take his turn before me?
Yes.
Okay.
All right,
Who, me?
Eli, you're on your feet.
Cool. I'd like to hit myself with the good old second wind. It's 1d10 plus 6
Okay.
heal. Because I am hurt. So 10 heal.
Okay.
36.
And then stand up.
I thought
Close to me.
That
He's
was-
up.
Yeah.
Oh, is that your turn movement? It's just.
And yeah. I'd like to.
I think you got totally skipped last turn. And my bad.
No, you're good. I guess I'd like to move closer slowly so I don't bust my ass again. Towards the rest of the crew.
How much movement?
I have 30, so 15. Well, I'm super exhausted.
Yeah.
But no, it doesn't have it more than.
All right.
Right. It's already
So-
this just half.
Is that your turn?
Okay.
So my turn. I'm now going to use Protector Ballista. Everyone that's within 10 feet of me, of my choice, so all of the players, is going to get temporary hit points equal to 1d8 plus my intelligence modifier.
Except for Sylv.
Except for Syl. Sorry.
It's okay. She
Someone
was
had
hiding.
it run away.
That's what happens when you run away. You should probably stay with the group. It's crazy.
I can't say that I'm
So you guys are all going to get 7 points of temporary hit points.
You said 7 points?
7 temporary hit points.
Nice. I can use those.
You're down to 4 arrows.
As well as myself, so I'll also get 7
That's fine.
temporary.
So that's fun.
So those will deplete before your actual hit.
Yeah, throw that out.
Hey, you get 7 temporary hit points.
That I can take this round.
7 temporary hit points.
Thank you. I taught him about
And
that.
then,
He tries to,
that was my,
but he sometimes
Action,
doesn't know
so-
I'm serious.
yeah.
don't listen and hope everything you say is a lie.
All right, let's roll for the platypus.
He's my
Is he still
favorite.
going upstairs?
Oh,
That's
3.
yeah.
But-
3.
Okay, so we're now third time you rolled,
Mhm.
and you rolled a 3.
Yes, 3%.
Okay, so he's going to listen now. But did the spell expire?
No, it's still going,
Okay.
but it's a range of 15 feet. He can't do anything.
Okay.
So I'm
Can
gonna.
you heal us? Or not me,
I don't
Dad.
have any healing spells. I'm a wizard. What have I be able to
Wizard, Abby.
No wizard.
Wizards don't
For the
heal.
pure
Wizards don't.
I can throw him.
Some wizards don't have fingers
don't
either.
throw them. Wah wah. But we've already learned that he does not like that.
He doesn't like to be catapulted. Throwing and catapulting.
Would
are
you
the
like to
same
be
things.
cast?
Covered in flames.
Breathe
Would I like to be
and then
breathing
that's
fire
all-
and floating through the
Okay.
air? Yes.
Perception check.
Perception? Okay.
He hates being your pet.
No, actually, insight. Insight.
Insight? Okay. 14 plus 16.
Okay, so maybe if you were to explain to him how you want your tactics to be, he might be a little bit more
Yeah,
understanding.
I thought that was going to be an out of combat thing because there's no way he can hit this guy because the cone's only 15 feet.
I'm saying this is an insight check that you're
Oh, okay.
realizing that, you know what? I know he probably doesn't want to be catapulted again. He probably doesn't mind the fire part,
Mhm.
but you do probably want to ask him. I'm just saying you're sort of dawning on you as you're trying to direct him, and he's been resistant up to this point. So now he's sort of understanding the direction you're going as well too. That you're trying to, hey, you know, and he's turning around to re-engage. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
So I guess I will have him waddle his
But
way
maybe
back.
it's a good idea to have a stump to flipper talk.
Yeah. I was going to think maybe I'll just let him come back up. Because there's no...
Okay, yeah, okay.
Because, I mean, unless... I don't see this thing approaching.
Come here.
But
Here.
I mean, it won't hurt him just to have him down here. So he'll use his action to rush. And he's going to stand right between Elok's feet.
Nice. Just my tail's there.
He's tiny.
So
He
is
can
my
fit.
tail.
Then he's
Both appendages, front and back.
now that way,
Don't call me Dragon
either the
Lord
monk
for no
or Sanctum doesn't matter.
There's enough room in the egg for that.
I can't stand when the two of you get like this.
You actually had to work up to this. This was immediate.
Well, he's missed a whole week. You better get it out of our system. You know what I'm saying? Is that all right? So, Brian,
All right.
we've got a critter, a very large critter,
All right. I'm slinging.
and he's getting ready to shoot some more arrows.
Oh, sorry. No.
Where's
I
the
can't
vapor
make
at now?
difference.
The what?
The vapor,
It is directly in line with that
He's like,
door.
wait a minute, did she?
like right here.
Yeah.
Did you say I'm funny? Yes, occasionally.
So is he getting hurt?
It moves forward on his
Yeah,
turn,
it moves
basically.
forward on my turn.
Yeah, you might want to run.
Who's you?
Her, because the fog's coming up. It's here.
It can't go into the room. He already said that. It goes forward.
But
It
I said
so
it
as far okay, so let's clarify. It has not entered the room. I didn't
Yet.
say it won't, but
it
you're.
can spread.
you know, so.
I would suggest getting away from the fog.
Or going towards the drow. I mean, the drider.
She would have to run through the fog.
Oh.
Oh, God,
Wait,
what
so,
is he doing?
Wait, I thought it's a 20-foot, like, blanket. So there is no behind it.
Is there a behind the
No,
fog?
he
Or
said
is
it
it
was
just
20
filling? Okay.
square or 20.
Like,
You can get behind it.
So it's like
So
a
you can
20 by
just
20, so
skip
you
through
can
it.
get behind it without touching it, right?
Well, you got to go through it.
You gotta get
You're still
through
going to take the
Gotta
damage
go
to go through it.
Oh.
It's a
Well,
vapory.
honest-
It's a vapory mist that is 20 foot wide and 20 foot deep.
Dude, I can hold my breath for 20 feet.
It's not about holding your breath. Okay. It's also about what it touches, skin and stuff along that
I
line.
got
So,
heavy armor, babe. No, I got exposed nuts. Shit.
Well, at least
You got that short tail.
At least you got that much.
Oh wow!
That's her forehead creases. That's okay.
I remember wings.
I'm going to
I remember
sling the boomerang.
Partridge Farm remembers. Remember
Every
flight?
farm remembers.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 makes it.
You've been hitting those consistently. I need little dice.
8 damage.
Okay.
You saying just a regular amount of damage.
Come on, baby, stay.
It comes back to him. He throws it again.
That's only a 9. I rolled a 2.
So the answer is in German. 9. It did not hit.
So
9 is no.
Is there a height to the fog, or does it go all the way to the ceiling?
No, it's mostly on the ground.
It's a heavy. It's like
Heavy mist.
it looks like it's heavier than the air, so it's sunk to the bottom of the floor.
But as you walk through it, it can swirl up a little bit. There's little bits and pieces here and there, but for the most part, it's.
Think like fog machine.
So if someone were to carry the platypus above their head, he wouldn't take the damage.
So,
They
question.
would.
If they're already
Why
on
do
their
you
way.
care about it now? You literally lit it on fire and threw it at things.
I did not light it on fire. It was breathing fire. The same thing it can do now.
So, question though. With Dragonfire, does that come with any kind of like wind